We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking for forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He given. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The Spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient. We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking for forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He given. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The Spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient. We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He given. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The Spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient. We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He given. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The Spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient. We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He given. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The Spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient. We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He given. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The Spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient. We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He given. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine. We the real Jews, no faking. I'm a Levite, no Haitian. Let's ride, yo, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride, yo, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering.
Our people have no idea what the truth is. That's why we're out here, to give you the truth. Psalms chapter 119, verse 142. Read. Psalms chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
Shalom, 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 Israel, shalom, Most High in Christ bless, Most High in Christ bless. Welcome to Patient Saints Radio. What else we have?
Shalom, Israel. I'm Deacon.
I'm Captain Shemaiah.
Captain Amaziah.
Officer Jerham.
Officer Carmela.
Sister Naoma. Sister Iona from the house of Captain Barnabas.
No.
Stop.
You just Sister Naoma.
She keep throwing that in there, ain't it?
I know. Barnabas is not here.
I know, that's why I said.
Hey, salute to Captain Barnabas,
See, that's my
man. No, I'm saying,
Read
son
it
of the
again.
right. See you, Cap.
Captain Barnabas.
Hey, D, can I ask?
Hey, he sent a text this morning.
D, can I ask you a favor? Can I ask? I need a 3 minute.
She said,
Hold on. Right?
Yep. You heard it.
Last week I heard. What happened to you last week? Go ahead.
I said something and then y'all didn't let me finish.
Go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, so it's our fault.
Here's your chance to finish up.
Yes, y'all
So
fault.
it's our fault. It's my fault you ain't finished.
The
Yes.
world is listening.
The world is listening, sis.
So when I said what I said last week,
What did you say?
right?
Yeah, let's recap. Turn the mic to you.
What I recapped, I turned to the camera like this and I said, nobody came with my butt. Right? So what I want to say now is I don't condone fighting.
Wait. This is the politically correct answer or response we're getting now. Last week we got the raw, uncut.
We got last week. We
Iona.
got. Last week we got. Yo, listen. No sis can't whoop my behind. You know what I'm saying?
See, but y'all
I got
didn't even
that.
let
You
me
got that
finish.
last.
Nah, I mean.
Y'all
Nah,
didn't let me
me.
see.
She do one of these.
So y'all didn't let me finish.
See,
No. She's doing it again. She said we wouldn't let her finish, but we didn't have anything to do with what you said.
Yeah,
Like,
but if I would have finished, then that part would have been like, because what I was saying was what I was about to say was going to be fighting words, but just to let y'all know, don't.
So you do condone violence?
I don't.
That you just said you was about to say fighting words.
Right? Yes, that means you was going to be very upset with what I was going to say.
So what's the difference in you saying?
No, but I wanted to say that.
You wanted to say that you're gonna be mad.
That they're going to be mad with what I was about to say. Because look, I got a couple of phone calls, neither here nor there. And I know y'all get it all the time, but sisters are crazy. So
You hear that?
We've been telling
Y'all
y'all that for years.
Yeah, y'all don't listen to us,
Sisters
though.
are crazy.
So she said
just
sisters crazy and y'all can't whoop her, so.
no, I'm serious, right? So the thing is, this is
I ain't saying nothing.
you ain't saying nothing.
I'm not watching you,
Okay.
Deacon.
So this is my thing that I want to say. Okay, so PSR, well, pretty much IUIC, you know what I'm saying? They go by the scriptures, right? And if it comes off real raw, because sometimes they do come off real raw, because they do a shotgun blast. Most time you're doing a shotgun blast. You do the extreme and you do the shotgun blast. And if it don't pertain to you, right, you shouldn't be upset. You shouldn't go grab somebody else's mantle, right? So last week we was talking about what married women, single mothers, right? So I had folks calling me that did not fit the protocol. I'm like, sis, you got kids? No. So what you upset about?
Okay, I see. So that what we went over didn't really pertain to them.
And they got offended.
And they was offended. So my rant was, if it don't pertain to you, you should take that as information because if you're in the truth, right, eventually you're gonna come to a point where you're gonna have to, somebody's gonna come to you and say something, and you're gonna be able to have, that was a class, or that was a scripture, so XYZ. Don't take it and be offended. Now there are times. So I'm a liken Bishop. I got notes. So I can make sure.
Lordy.
It's just about the whole class.
No, not really. This real quick. So
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Bishop Nathaniel, Deacon Galveston, Deacon Malachi, and Elder Kanai, right? I'm gonna liken them four to doctors, right? And so if someone told you that you had cancer and you had 2 weeks to live, right? And those are the four best doctors in the world, right? Now 3 of them got really great bedside manners, and one has no bedside manners. We know who that is.
That'll be Deacon.
That's him. Right. So you call those 3
Your ass
doctors.
is gonna die.
What? Are we lying on you?
Wait a minute.
Are we lying on you?
No.
What the hell? What the hell just happened?
She said if you had to go in somebody's hospital room, you said, man, your ass got cancer, you're gonna die.
Right.
Hey, Deacon said,
I'm sorry, my friend.
Oh,
you're gonna
well.
die.
it was nice knowing you.
So
don't know
I'm
what you're gonna
saying
do.
that these are the 3 best brain surgeons say you got brain cancer, and they can take it out. And the 3 that you called, they say, oh no, I'm booked up to January. But Deacon is the only one that can fit you in.
The rant is about you?
No,
about you.
Why did they use numbers? Why did they use
you.
you?
I'm just saying.
You
Would
see
you
what-
care that your doctor did not have bedside manners? No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
You
wanna-
wouldn't.
you wanna
He didn't
get
become a
cured.
doctor for bedside manners.
Exactly.
It's his the ability to know medicine, healing processes, and things of that.
So when
However-
he bring out the
Okay,
scriptures,
now I see where you're going with
So
this.
she said you was
But
a good doctor,
in
D.
Babylon,
It was like the long way home. She didn't take the
Yeah.
shortcut. She took the long.
I took the
way
woman
home.
route. You understand? Y'all speak men, right? And that's why.
no, but brothers get offended too when we talk.
They do.
You know, so
the
it is
thing
what it
is,
is.
if I mean, you're not gonna care that he don't have bedside manners. You're gonna be like, get
Not
this
when he's
cancer
dying.
out. Yeah, exactly. You can operate.
You got bigger problems to worry about.
So these
So-
sisters need to realize they dying.
Yeah.
Hey, sister, you're about to die, sister.
So that's why
Take the
we
correction,
say
sister.
you might want to just humble down and get a brother who's willing to take a sister that's about to die. You're about to die.
You're about to die, sis.
So that's it.
Damn, so sick ass.
Get your sick ass a husband, sister.
Listen,
What the hell wrong with you? You ain't got time to be picky, sister. Right. Go get a husband.
I want to say something. What you just said, sis. One thing we're not gonna do here is apologize.
Nope.
You got 2 choices. You either sit there and listen, or just turn it off.
Yeah.
The power is in your hand. It's in your fingers.
You got the remote.
You got the remote.
You got the phone in your hand.
Yeah, you got the phone in your hand. You see that turn it off, or we not apologizing because that's what we do. We listen. Whatever we were saying last week, we didn't make it up.
Right.
No, it's true. Those
It's the truth.
Yes.
The thing, you know what? The thing with one of the thing with us as a people, we hate truth. Yeah. We hate reality.
But the thing is too though, our people, like we played the video last week of the sister with the 2 kids and all that. They can get a spoon fed to them nice and soft by a nice effeminate man. We not those men.
No.
We're not gonna give it to y'all nice and soft and sweet. We're gonna give it to y'all hard, just like as the Bible said to give it to you. We're gonna cry aloud and give it to you hard, man.
That's it. That's it.
So pretty much shotgun blast.
Get mad or not, we ain't gonna apologize. It is what it is.
Get mad and get right. Do that.
That's it.
You can be mad all day. Just get right.
I didn't even know that. Somebody said, what's this brother's doing? I didn't even know that. Somebody said last week, I was mad.
Oh yeah. You pissed off a lot of people in Atlanta.
We had to wheel you back.
You was causing chaos in among the new sisters.
But
no, it was not.
I think sometimes, this is just me personally, I think when people get mad, they low-key identify, they know that it identifies with them. Because why would you be mad?
There's a saying in the South, a hit dog will holler.
Yeah, so again, like Sis say, let it roll up. Like Sis said, let it roll
That's
up.
a Judah parable. What you know about that?
I think people be low-key mad because they know it's them. And they don't, they hesitant to get it right.
Now, we did not say because you got kids, brother should not marry you.
Right.
That's not what we said.
Right.
I think they misunderstood what we said.
Yeah, but we said that last week in the show. This is not what we talking about.
This is not what we're not talking about. Sister, you got kids, you doomed. Nobody should marry you. We never said that. What's they get mad about?
Never said that you was a whore or nothing because you had
and I know we were joking around about take whatever comes your way. But I
wasn't joking.
But here's the thing. In reality, we don't match or agree upon a brother and sister proven that don't match.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You see what I'm saying?
No, I don't. I don't know what you're saying.
Let's say, for instance, a brother. Let's say the age difference. Let's say there's a huge. There's a huge age difference.
Or she's overweight and you don't want nothing like that.
Right. Or the brother's mad fit. She's overweight. Whatever the case may be. We're gonna say, listen, the sister's. She's like, I'm not willing to work out. I'm not willing to lose. I'm good. That might be an issue for the brother. Right. You see what I'm saying? So we can't say, sister, take whatever comes your way because it doesn't fit.
That's not even how it goes.
Fit. Yeah, it
but Cap, right now, we're not in position. Well, brothers and sisters, we're not in position to say, when you're reading the scriptures, our history, the way our forefathers, there was a time we used to be righteous. We used to know the law. We used to follow the law. It was, I pick your daughter for my son, or you pick my son for your daughter.
Or the father's making it.
The fathers get together. As a matter of fact, your daughter don't even know you pick up my son for her. It's me and you who talk, and I say to you, okay. And then when you come to the wedding feast, me and you sit, we discuss, hey, this is how we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna do. Like, because remember there was a law that night. If my son go and your daughter is not a virgin, your daughter have to die. Because they would have to with the law. But now we don't have that power to say, sis, you go and marry him. I don't care if you like him or not. Take him.
Right.
Brother, we don't care. We don't have that power to do that. As a matter of fact, I ain't gonna lie. I was talking to Deacon Malakaya. He said something interesting. He said, listen, from now on, I'm not even gonna, when a brother or sister do something behind closed doors, I'm not even gonna tell them they have to get married. We're just gonna put them out. Y'all guys gotta go. If it was for 2 years, 3 years, we're not going to tell you how long you gotta go. You just gotta go because this is what happened. When they do something, they go sleep together, and then you say they have to get married. These marriage never succeeded. Yeah. They never work out because in reality, both of them was lusted. They were burning. They just want to sleep together, but they didn't really want to get married. It was lust.
Right.
Once the nuts gone, because the nuts is the devil.
The seed.
The nuts is the devil.
What? He said the nuts is the devil.
Poor squirrel. You're laughing. Poor squirrel.
I get it. Just
listen. You all up there. As soon they're not gone, the devil said, "I'm out. You on your own, buddy."
He came
I'm out.
He was
and
like,
now,
funny.
It sounds funny, but it's the truth.
But that's what happened with Tamar and
Amnon.
That's what happened. So he got that nut.
Yeah, the devil left them. The devil said, "Hey, you on your own, buddy. Bye."
The devil came out with the nut. He was like, "Hey."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not only brothers, sisters too.
And because you mentioned Amnon, he was the brother who hated the
Yeah,
sisters.
the
It said Amnon.
But because sisters have a manly spirit, they roll like Amnon sometimes.
Yes,
too.
that's my point.
So
Like,
once
bro.
they get this, they hate the man.
Yeah.
Same way.
The sister go, well, I don't want to marry him. Or some sisters even go as far as that say, oh, he raped me.
Oh.
Just
Yes.
because she don't want to marry the brother.
He forced-
I'm
he
telling you
forced
that.
me. Yes,
Believe it or not, that happened in IUIC.
Yes.
The sister, and then later on, the sister said, "Oh, I lie. I said that because I didn't want him to. I didn't want to marry him."
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Stuff like that happened. So guess what? From now on, we just want to both of you got to go.
See?
That's it.
And you know what too? And same thing. I spoke with Deacon Malachi about it. And if a brother or sister, brother and sister lay together, if there's any ounce of godliness, there would be first a confession. It wouldn't be us finding out.
I was just thinking about that.
There would be a confession, and there would be papers already in process. Me and the sister, we laid together. We went down to the courthouse yesterday and got the papers because I want to marry the sister. That actually can be honored.
Yes.
Because both of you are showing that the scriptures come first. Yes, you couldn't resist the sister. She couldn't resist you. Y'all laid together, but you know what the Bible says.
Right. You did the surely and down part.
Yeah,
on your own.
You like, listen, we got the papers. It's going to be back in the mail in 2 more days. We'll be official. We good to go. All right, we can deal with that. But brothers and sisters lay together secretly, are banging for months at a time.
Or flying each other out. Yeah, y'all think it's a game.
Got flued out.
Oh my God.
Sister got flown out.
What happened?
She got flued out. I didn't make that one up, but I heard it. It was
Cap, let me tell you something, man. We just had a situation where the sister, brother and the sister proving. They keep going back and forth. One day they want to prove, one day they want to prove. One day they want to prove, one day they want to prove. Eventually, I think the captain said, hey, listen, you guys leave it alone, stay away from each other. Something happened where we put, the brother ended up, remember, they've been going in and out for 2 years. The sister said, I don't want to marry him right now. I'm in school, blah, 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 blah. But the brother want to marry her, so they've been going back and forth. Eventually, the captain said, listen, you guys not going to get married, leave it alone. So they stopped courting. So a couple of months ago, the brother go and sleep with a woman in the world. So, okay, we put him out. The sister found out. Now the sister confessed. Him and the brother been sleeping together for 2 years.
Wow. Right.
Yep.
So from different camps, though.
Yes. So when you see situation, and guess what? There's a lot of this situation. Situation like that, I'm not gonna say you have to get, both of you got to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Because the only reason she confessed
because she mad
is because she's mad.
Right.
Yeah.
He's sleeping with another woman. In her mind, she's thinking, yeah, they put him on, but when he come back, he might come back with another woman. He might marry her. You actually, let me tell you something. Now I heard they agreed to get married. Me personally,
That's
a
bad.
disaster waiting to happen.
It is.
Crazy.
First of all, there's a reason you guys was sleeping together. You guys was in secret. In reality, you guys didn't want to get married. You guys, especially the sister, she didn't want to get married. She just want to bang out.
Bang out.
No, I'm just being honest.
I get it.
Those are the things that when we talk about, you guys got mad, you guys got emotional, you guys got offended. Oh, why Deacon say that? Because it's reality. Right. You guys don't want to face reality. We as leaders, we're going to bring reality to you, raw and uncut.
That's right.
Whether you accept it or not, that's on you.
And it's crazy how, like what you just mentioned, the sister came forward because she's mad. I don't know if y'all read the history in Acts 5 with Ananias and his wife, that they both lied to the apostles.
Right.
Yeah.
Sisters will consent to the lie until they're mad.
Yeah, until they mad.
All right.
You actually uphold the evil, opposed to, listen, this is what we should do. So what it is, before y'all lay together, the sister will know all the standards of God. The brother will know all the standards of God. Once Well, you said the nuts is
Devil
what?
nuts.
Yeah.
Devil
Nut
nuts.
come out.
Once the nuts come out.
Once the nut come out.
The devil nuts.
The devil nut come out.
The devil leaf wants the nut come out.
Like hot Cheetos.
Cancel whatever I was going to say. The devil nuts got me. I'm sorry.
Hey, so I got a question. So if, going back to what Deke say, he said, because today the leaders don't have the power to do what our
We don't.
Okay, so
the only thing we can do is throw them out.
So let's say parents typically do this. They have kids born in the truth, and they like to promise their son to another man's daughter, although they're not of age at the time. Is that possible? They can do that?
Yeah, we can do that. Because we got right now we got brothers who got young daughters who born in the truth. If these brothers want to do the right thing, we can do that. But guess what? That's what we're fighting to get back into.
Right.
We try to get back our nationality, our custom, because that was our custom.
Right.
So upwards to Mosiah, now you got the men of Mosiah start teaching the word. So our goal is to get back to that custom.
That's funny.
Is that possible? Absolutely. Because we got brothers, we got righteous brothers in the truth, we got righteous sisters in the truth. I don't care anybody say, yes, some of us bug out of our mind. Yes. But we actually got righteous brothers and righteous sisters. We pray, hopefully one day we can set up a marriage where if it's my daughter and I say, I want you to marry this, I pick up a husband, she's not going to open her big mouth. Why I got to marry him? Pow!
I don't like him. Look at his teeth. He don't got a real beard.
Because Levi tell you to do something like,
But
and must smack that mouth quick.
Me and my Lord was talking about that last night. Matter of fact, we was discussing our sons, and we was discussing different sisters.
Okay.
So that's funny that even came up. Like seriously, my Lord brought the subject up, and he was like,
You got an older son. Your son is what?
One
He's
is
19 or 20?
20,
The older one.
20, and then the other one is 16.
16.
So we was discussing both. And so he was like, I'm serious. I was like, okay, well, what about this person? And he was like, nah, I think this person. I was like, nah, I don't think that's going to fit because XYZ, you know. So we was actually having that conversation last night. And so I was like, well, you going to go to the father? He was like, I was like, but they don't need to know like at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
You know.
That's beautiful.
So
like, I mean, for us to be able to go back.
But that was a discussion last night, literally last night that we had.
I had a discussion with a father.
Oh wow!
All praises.
That's scary as a look. That's scary.
Hey,
but it's something that, not saying that there was any plans put in place, but the discussion was had, and it puts both fathers in the mindset of this can potentially happen.
Yes.
Yes.
How do I start rearing my son or rearing my daughter
For this particular person.
according to this conversation we're having here?
I was just thinking about that.
And then, but you get to spend time, like again, on our high holy days and the times that we spend together. So we're seeing the kids, and you're spending time with them, and you're learning that child, the good, the bad, and the indifferent. You know what I'm saying? So you can cultivate things you like and don't like. So that's a beautiful thing.
I think all them kids is crazy.
Hey, I want to read a script real quick.
How old is your daughter? Your daughter's like 14.
Don't worry about all that.
She ain't ready for that marriage. Don't worry.
Hey, you know I ain't got on purpose. Because I already know he's going to be like, no.
Yeah, like,
Talk about my older brother.
I got time, D. I got
Talk about my
time.
daughter, bro.
Hey, but I'm looking in the chat. and sisters are saying, arranged marriages, I can't do that. I can't do this. I can't do that.
That's because they done bang out
I want you to
already.
think about something.
And
Give
then
me
you got
Wisdom
no
of
fathers,
Solomon.
probably the ones that's saying that.
Give me Wisdom of Solomon 9 and 16. I think we read this last week. Wisdom of Solomon 9 and 16.
The book of Wisdom
And
of
if
Solomon.
we was to go back to arranged marriages, what would that do for the STD rate in the black community?
Hey.
What would it do for adultery in the black community?
Right,
What would it do
right.
for you single mamas in the black community?
Cat. Deacon made a comment either last week or the week before. There's a lot of brothers and sisters who follow us, but they don't trust us.
Yes.
Yeah. We pulled out an
I
example.
said that last week. But hey, can I add something before you read that?
That's what it boils down.
That's true. You said something think of something in my head. You know what's so crazy? That statement you just read about sister say that arrangement I cannot. Let me tell you what's so crazy about that, Cap. This is a sister.
Go ahead, D. Bring it out.
She been through 10 men.
Bring it out.
She make 10. I'm gonna choose. I'm just gonna pick 10.
That's it.
She make 10 bad decisions in her life.
Jesus. Some abortions in there too.
Some abortion in there, and then she might have 2 badass kids. But wait a minute. Maybe I'm crazy.
Jesus.
Hey, your brothers and sisters that's online, please let me know if I'm crazy. But if you was good at picking, why are you single?
Mm-hmm. With a couple kids.
Not married, right.
So now you mad at me for saying, I would like you to talk to this brother. But you say, nah, I'm not going to settle for arranged marriage. But you make 10 bad choices, you end up with 2 badass little kids.
And now you're in the bin.
Now you're in the bin.
And you mad
Don't
at
you
us.
think maybe you bad at making choices?
Mm-hmm.
What do you have to lose?
What you got to?
Because we're talking about parents talking about their children, that them two can grow up together, like literally, and don't have no clue. The father and the mother, the parents can make sure that this person is tailor-made for you and this person is tailor-made. That's wonderful. You know,
it's wonderful to those who have their mind right.
But Deacon, that's why when Bishop says, that's why it always rings in my head when Bishop says, so many of the death toll is going to be the black woman in America.
Bring it in.
Because
remember last night?
If you listen to what the Bible, like you're not listening to the Bible, you won't listen to the prophets. That's why you're going to burn. That's the bottom line of it. Like, again, you have the recipe of what's going to get you what you need, but you still don't want it.
You don't want it, exactly.
You have the nerve to fix your mouth to say what you're not going to do. That's the problem.
Hey,
you think
Jeraham has an arrangement.
Yeah, I was going to say that. That's why I asked the question, because my scenario, all praises, the bishop, my spiritual father, had talked to my wife's father, Officer Obadiah Rochester, without unbeknownst to me and my wife. So I just happened to be in New York, and I got a call from Bishop. He said, "Hey, I got a sister for you." I said, "Oh, praise is good. Well, how she look?" That's the first question.
How is that arranged marriage working out for you?
Working out perfectly.
Yeah.
All praise to the Most High.
So did you?
So when you tell Bishop how she looks, Bishop be like, "Don't worry about that."
Yeah, he said, "Don't worry about that." But Deacon Live on the slide sent me the picture.
Those Levites, man, they always stick together.
Yeah. Hey, Wisdom of Solomon 9. So, but we can use the officer as an example.
Yeah.
You did not go on your own and do your own thing.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do that. Bishop told me, this is what I got, but, and he said, before you speak to her, go to the Father.
Right. Wisdom of Solomon 9 and 16.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9.
Good. I did not know that. That's good.
I didn't know it. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9, verse 16. And hardly do we guess all right at things that are upon earth.
See that? You don't know how to choose a mate. That's why we have to have counsel and decide for you. Because guess what? You doing things on your own made you a baby mama. You doing things on your own made you a baby dad.
Got you broccoli on your stick.
Got you an STD. Now you're in adultery. Now you're in fornication.
Did you just say you got your broccoli?
Yeah, you got a broccoli stem growing out your balls. Out the side of your balls now. Why? Because you want to do things according to your lust. That's how we operate, man. That's why we got to stay in the confines of this Bible, man. It says, God said, listen, God knows our spirit better than we know ourselves.
Right.
Hey,
read it again.
And hardly do we guess all right at things that are upon earth.
So that could clean up fornication. That could clean up adultery.
Death.
I
just seen a video yesterday. The brother on the sisterhood busting the window. I'm gonna kill you. Because she not want to deal with him no more. You out here sleeping. You might get you one of these. What is it, the Hebrew strangler?
Yeah, you might get your Hebrew strangler.
Hey, isn't that precept for that verse is that's precept that the precept where Bishop, when Mosai said, let the older woman teach the younger woman.
Yeah, you go there.
You finish this verse?
Yeah, you can.
I was going to ask him jump up a little bit.
No, go ahead. No. Go back, jump up what Captain said, and then connect them for me.
Start at verse 14.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9, verse 14. For the thoughts of mortal men are miserable. And our devices are but uncertain.
Because the mind, it tells us in Jeremiah 17, the mind is desperately wicked.
Yeah.
That's our thought process. We're always thinking about death. We're always thinking about the worst of the worst. We're always thinking about how wicked not necessarily how wicked we are, but how wicked we want to be. Go ahead.
For the corruptible body presseth down the soul.
That's Galatians 5. Your flesh
Right.
presseth down or wars against your spirit.
Right. That's your lust.
That's your lust. That's what's going on. So then when you jump to verse 16, it says, and hardly do we guess aright. Why? Because your flesh is what's winning your war.
Right. So you guessing with flesh.
You're choosing men according to your lust.
Yes.
Not according to godly standards, not according to your needs. That's why you don't make the right choices. You're not going to guess right because it's the wrong you that's making your choices. It's the flesh making the choices, not your spiritual side. You know what? And it's something I forgot to mention yesterday. Captain Zakar, you did send me the text to remind me when we discussed it on Friday. A lot of sisters, and I know we got a call, a lot of sisters are 1 year, 2 year in, think they're ready to be married, in the sense that they feel they have the qualities to offer to a Lord. But to be a princess of the Most High, to be a daughter of Sarah, takes careful grooming to become that. And oftentimes, sisters don't spend enough time in that grooming process to be a princess, to be a daughter of Sarah, to then be presented. We went over it last night. Remember, God presented Eve to Adam. You should be in the status of a gift to a man. That God is going to present you to the man. Right. Meaning you're worthy to be a gift unto a man. Sisters are not willing to work towards being that. And a lot of times we can tell by the comments you make. The comments you make actually show us you are not ready for marriage because no one has taught you how to be a woman of God.
Yep.
Let me not say that. You're being taught to how to be a woman of God.
But you're not accepting it.
You're not accepting or applying how to be a woman of God.
We saw it last night.
Yes.
And Captain Shemaiah, it's those spirits that'll say, especially when they don't want to do something, like you say, if you fall into error, you and the brother do something, immediately you make it right, you do what needs to be done. But so many times, that's the type of spirit that'll be like, well, leadership told me to do it. The Bible is telling you to do it, not leadership. So you still don't want to take accountability for whatever it is you've done that is out of order according to the Bible. So those are those type of spirits.
And you know what? I like something you just said. Take accountability.
But you know what?
Hard.
But in the work, but you know what?
Hard for a black woman.
Sister,
Captain Shemaiah,
that is some hard stuff right there.
Hates it.
I actually heard that in one of the things, one class that I had saw, like when I first came in with you, and you know, like when you first come in and you're telling people about the truth and you're sharing stuff. Well, I went back to my son's dad, and I had to apologize for things that I knew that I did in the relationship that were wicked. You know what I'm saying? Again, not trying to be with him or anything, but just apologize. Listen, I recognize now through the learning through the Bible, I did A, B, and C, and I apologize. And the first thing out of his mouth, he was like, who is this again? And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, you know, the whole time I was dealing with you, I never heard you say you sorry.
Damn.
I never heard you say you apologize. Accountability.
Damn.
And for him to say that was like, wow. Because again, I had learned it under you guys. But I told him about the truth. And this was like 3.5 years ago. I told him about the truth. And I just shared some stuff. Now come back down to the pandemic. Now he's saying Christ is black. Now he's sharing different things. You know what I'm saying? Now he's looking at videos here and there. But again, it literally took me saying, I'm sorry. And you know what? I recognize that I did some stuff and I was wicked and I shouldn't have did it and I apologize. But
you know what? I like where that's going. We're going to take the call real quick, but we should expound on that.
Hey, let's take the call. I want to read that. I want to connect the scripture with that, what you just said.
Yes, sir.
Because you said something about, you make some excellent point about they're not.
You said a lot of good
They
points.
don't take the initiative to get ready for that.
Right.
That's what that scripture is talking about. Read that scripture.
Go ahead, read it.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9.
No.
Titus 2.
Yes. Because you know, a couple of years ago, we had a show where we invite Sister Leah, where we said, hey, sisters should prepare themselves.
Yes,
like Esther, like her foremothers Esther.
Yes.
They should dating for
6 months.
6 months. But there's a lot more than that. That's what Musa God is saying here.
Titus chapter 2 and verse 2.
Before the sister can get married, they should read that right.
The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness.
Because, go ahead.
Not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things.
Teachers of good things. Read.
That they may teach the young woman to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children.
Now, let me tell you something. The older sister cannot teach you this if you are really in a marriage, if you are really sleeping together. You have to learn this before you become a wife.
Yes.
This is actually something that for example, Mother Shamar, right? If you're a young sister, just like bishops tell you when bishop set up your marriage,
right,
he said to you, do not go to talk to the sister, talk to the father.
Right.
Guess what? While you talking to the father, the sister is preparing herself by talking to the people like Mother Shema.
Right.
Sis, how do I do this? How do I cook this? How do I become a mother? What is that? That's preparing herself, because you prepare yourself the same way the sister gotta prepare herself. That's almost like I was saying.
That's what I'm saying. Before I even met her, she had conversation with her elders, and so did I. So this was like you talking about days before we even met, before we even knew each other.
That's what I'm saying.
She didn't know me, I didn't know her.
So you should go. You ask sister. You should ask sister Mother Shema. How do I don't burn water no more? Because right now all you do is burn water.
Oh, burn water.
When you
the
boil
sister
water,
she burned them eggs.
Yeah.
Eggs. She burned boiled eggs, bro.
Damn. Burn boiled eggs. Damn.
Damn.
Hey, how the hell you do that?
Ask the mother, hey, can you teach me how I don't burn boiled eggs?
That's a mystery right there.
Sister, put the eggs in there. Make sure you don't want
Christ
water.
said the mystery of boiling, not burning eggs and giving
you guys catch my point.
Yes, sir.
When we look at our foremother Esther, the way she was preparing herself for the king. They even have to teach her how to talk, how to behave in public. When you around the other kings, how to talk, because remember when the king called
Esther,
Vashti.
She
came with the attitude.
She came with the attitude because guess what? Her father never taught her nothing. Her mother never taught her nothing.
Right.
But now Esther come in. They have to teach Esther, hey, listen, when you're in the king present, this is how you got to behave.
Right.
This is what you got to do. Don't do this, don't do that. Guess what? Esther represent the sisters.
Right.
The king actually represent us.
Yep.
Because we are the damn king.
So the sisters could either be Esther or Vashti.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Pick one, sis.
Which is a heathen.
That's a heathen, actually.
Exactly. So that's the point.
So actually, Vashti, now that you say that, Deke, about the shame, how did the Most High tell us to deal with that? Or tell Moses to deal with that with Miriam?
Right?
Yeah. Most High said, he's a father in her face. If her father had spit in her face,
she'd know better.
She would have known better.
She would have known better. Exactly. Right.
Some of y'all need some face spit.
So what we doing? Oh, call.
Hey, let's get the phone call.
Hey, shalom caller. What's your name, question, or comment?
Shalom, Mosiah Christ bless your leadership. This is Officer Solomon, New Orleans.
Hey, shalom, Officer Mosiah Christ bless.
Mosiah Christ bless. Y'all have moved on, but I was calling in reference to the topic of the arranged marriages. You know what I'm saying? My son, he's 19 months old, but I've already been thinking about, you know what I'm saying, having something.
Getting his ass out the house and married.
You want his ass out the house already, bro? He ain't even. You got what? 18 more years.
He said the scripture said 20 months.
The brother said he arranged some. You arranged for some toddlers.
Hey, that baby's still a
He ain't even got a 3-year-old diaper on yet. What the hell?
Hey, he just learned how to potty train. You know what I mean? He's doing good, though. Right?
Oh, man.
Okay, all praises, brother. All praise. So, what you're saying is, what exactly are you saying, telling us that?
What
to
I'm
say
saying
what?
Is that the fact that us getting back to our heritage, you know, about with arranged marriages and things of that nature, You know what I'm saying? So that way we can start rehearsing, you know what I'm saying? Begin to continue to rehearse the righteous acts in which our forefathers and foremothers did during that time. You know, those are the things that we have to get back to.
Yeah, me personally, I like to deal with results. So,
right.
What would be the results if we did go back? In contrary to what we are doing now, meaning acting on our own, how is that working out for us?
It's not working out for
exactly.
us. Right.
The HIV rate is up, the STD rate is up, everything is up in the black. Everything negative is up in the black community. Adultery's up, all of that. Fornication is up. Exactly. Baby moms and baby daddies are going to continue until we get back to God's laws.
You know what? We had,
thank you, brother, for calling. Thank you.
We had we've dealt with. I'm gonna give a scenario. Well, true topic, but we dealt with a brother and sister who chose each other out of their lust, and what that bred was hatred and contention to the point where the sister called him a bee of a man.
Yeah. Yep.
You are a bee of a man.
He's supposed to be God, but he a bee.
That's a disrespect.
You see what it breeds. So the arranged marriages, like Cap said, the result is there would be the one flesh would be cohesive. It wouldn't be one flesh over here, one flesh over here under the same roof. It's actually going to be one flesh because you both were being groomed with the same mind.
Right.
The parents were grooming you. The parents were, your spiritual fathers were talking to you and grooming you for this moment. Now, let me say this. I've said it before. Sisters come into the truth and they learn how to be wives, right? When you begin to prove a brother or be groomed by the leaders for a brother, you're learning how to become his wife.
Right. That's the point they missed.
Yeah, that's the point they missed.
Emphasis on that. Because she, sorry to cut you off.
Go.
She got to be molded to be the mind of the man.
Right.
And the problem is the sisters is coming in, bringing what they mind is, trying to match it up with the mind of the man, and that's why it's friction. That's why it's friction.
I'm glad that.
So they trying to match a man to their mind.
Right.
I'm glad that.
If not, they're just trying to, or they're trying to bring their opinion and their ideas to this man's meaning kingdom the Lord blessed them with.
Exactly. That's why I made the statement last week that you can tell them the blueprint of marriage, but you cannot give them the details of marriage.
Right.
Because this real quick story. One time I was at somebody's house and I was like, oh yeah, I like the way she do that with her Lord, this and the other, whatever. I call myself doing that with my Lord. It offended him.
He ain't like that.
Hell no. He was like, I ain't no damn
Benji don't
kid.
like dots.
Don't do that, right?
Yeah.
So
every Benji's mad at everything. That's how we roll.
But the thing is, that went for her Lord like that.
Yes.
Right.
You know
He's
what I'm saying?
specific for him.
Specifically. Right. And so in that, I learned that my Lord has preferences, right? Mm-hmm. And so two things. Most people, men, young brothers, don't know what their preference is.
Yes.
And then most sisters don't even take the time to spark his understanding to say, babe, my Lord, what is your preferences? How do you want me to run your house?
Right. Whatever you like.
She just start doing what she want to do.
Or every when a doctrine that come out, like somebody might be teaching their preference and they go change that in their house. And then something else will come out and then they go change that in their house. You know what I think
it is?
They don't have a preference.
I think sisters are too embarrassed to act like they don't know something.
Right.
Than to just say, you know what, Lord, I don't know. Tell me how you like the food to be warmed, where you want to be. There's nothing wrong with that because that's how you're going to grow together. But what the problem is, sisters don't want to be like they, what's the word? They
don't want to go student.
They ignorant to.
They be prideful.
Basic things in the house. They being prideful. But all you got to do is humble down, listen to what the Lord is saying, and it's easy. Yeah.
America messed up a lot.
Yes.
Society, oh God, listen. Just like that brother last week when that sister called, the sister in her mind is, my 2 kids doesn't mean anything. I got a pretty face. I got a big behind.
That's all I need.
That's all I need. That's all I'm going to bring to the relationship. That's all I need. The men should put on their knees begging me to marry them.
But that's because she's used to simps.
Yes.
Used to that
That's
simp.
the thing. This is the thing. When you come in Israel, that is why I gotta say this. That is why Musa God told Moses, take your shoes off.
Right. Yep.
That is why we try to tell your sisters, do not bring that spirit in Israel. Do not bring that spirit in Israel. That spirit you got in the world, men always kissing
you behind. You can
telling
you what a God you are.
Yes, and you can curse them whenever you want to. Listen, in Israel, we're not gonna put up with that. We're not gonna put up with you because we've been through it. Now we come here. You're not gonna come to our house, call us B-A-S. No.
B of a man.
We're not gonna take that from you.
Yeah.
We're not. We're gonna ask you to pack your crap and leave.
Deacon, the sister left the house for 6 months. Her Lord did not know where she was for a whole month. Changed her number, didn't even give him the number. No contact. That's the kind of things we dealing with some sisters, man. That's the evil that's going on.
She called herself a daughter of Sarah.
That's Babylon in the brain.
Yes.
That's Babylon right there.
Babylon
now exhausts the black woman over the black man. You look all over society, you look on the TV, you turn on the TV, you open your phone, you see the sister exalted over the man. Our image is trash in America.
Yes. Cap,
so, go ahead.
I want to add something to what you said. I'm sorry, Cap. I don't want to forget. A couple of weeks ago, I make a comment. I said the most dangerous sisters in our community is an educated black woman with a little money.
And kind of ugly.
A lot of people got mad. Let me tell your sister something. I saw that last night.
Yeah.
I saw that. I'm telling y'all, it's a spirit that's in America. The most dangerous sisters in our community is the one with the. They call them. I'm educated. I got a master's degree. I'm independent. I got a bachelor's degree.
But
these sisters come. They marry these brothers. These brothers might not even have a high school diploma. First of all, sister, before you lay with this man, you know damn well he only had a high school diploma.
So they unequally yoked is what you're saying.
Yes. You know damn well this man wasn't educated. But guess what? He's a hustler. He's still taking care of the family. He's still working. But because you got that little degree from me, so you totally disrespectful to him.
Right. You think that
you look at him like he beneath you.
But
like I got an education.
I'm sorry. In her head.
I'm sorry. Now, if you think about this, the way America is set up, you look around, sisters they got all the education, they got the better jobs. They will get hired before a masculine black man.
It is true.
If you're a masculine black man, you a target here. So now you come in Israel, you may not have as good of a job. The majority of us don't have good jobs as black women in America. So now what does that do to the sisters? That's putting a spirit on the sister. So she makes more money that now she can run the brother, tell him what to do, disrespect him, and so forth. Y'all got to see the game that's being played on both sides.
Yeah, that's
this is Esau's dealing right here.
Yeah.
If Esau's in control of this society here, and he's primarily giving the job to the sisters, what is it? What spirit is that putting on you sisters? You got to look at that thing.
That's like Deacon Yahushua said. Esau got a headquarter in some of your sisters' brains.
He got locked down.
Yep.
Can somebody read Proverbs 14 and 12, please?
I think we got a phone call too.
We have a phone call?
This sister just called a scripture.
I did. Please.
First she ran.
And just to add to the point Jeroham made about the sister should say to her Lord that she doesn't know how to do something. And this is why 1 Peter 3 tells us to have pity on one another. Because you're going to come into a marriage not knowing things. You have, let's say, for instance, a sister who you've never been attached to a brother in the truth before. So, like you mentioned, I think a couple weeks ago, Israelite marriage is different than any relationship you've had in the world.
Right.
So this is why God says you should have pity on one another. Why? Because you're doing something you actually have never done before. And if you've done it before, this man is catered to specifically as being a totally different man. Let's say your first husband died. what he wanted is different than what this man wanted.
Right.
So that marriage is all new again, even though it's in the same Israelite, in the same faith. So that sister who has to humble down and say, listen, I don't know, is the same way the brother has to appreciate her saying that, because it's a sense of having pity and compassion on one another, because you both don't know what the hell you're doing.
Right.
Neither one of you know.
So, Cap, even though I know in Deuteronomy, it tell it was speaking of war, but it said that man had to take that time to comfort his wife. Like when you first come into these new marriages, that same approach is like you have to take that time with that sister to start teaching her, this is what I do, this is how I move, this is how, this is
how I like my stuff.
Right. That's heavy you say that, because when my wife, we got married, when she moved down to Florida, I personally told her no officers in the school. Because she been in this truth 2 years before I married her. She did all the offices back in Rochester. I said, you know what, I'm gonna take you out of office because I want you to focus on what's going on in the house. Because it's not that I don't want you to do any offices. I just want you to focus on to learn who I am. So that's why I implemented that, because I know if you're doing school office and coming back home, it's going to be overwhelming from you, because in her mind, she's thinking she knows me. But that's where sisters typically come in. So it goes back to what you're saying, Cap. It takes time to know someone. It takes time to go and be in one mind with me. And with that, I took away some offices so she can focus solely on that for a small period of time. And then when I see progress, then I say, okay, sister, you can go ahead and put your bricks in. And that's what I do. Just going back to what you're saying.
You was gonna say, damn, you're smarter than you look.
He's grown, Deacon. He's grown. Hey, I ain't been around a bishop. I ain't been around a bishop for no reason. I'm a sponge.
So let's take the phone call. You gonna say something?
No, Deacon shut me down. I'm good.
All right, sis.
She goes rant about it
phone
next
call.
week.
I didn't say nothing.
Yes, you did. I asked for Proverbs 14 and 12.
Showing in Proverbs.
Hey,
the book
get
of
this
Proverbs.
picture for her. You book it for her, boss. The hell is this?
The book of Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 12. A scorner loveth not one that
14.
reproveth.
I think it said
No,
14.
I said 14 and 12. That's not what I want.
14 and 12.
Yes, sir.
She said that's
Proverbs,
not what
new
I want.
reader.
Damn. She said that's not what I want.
She said new reader.
Let me get new reader.
Hey, sister called for new reader, bro. She said you fired, bro.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
Okay.
No, you would have done.
Damn.
So there are times when you think your own
It goes with what we're talking about.
No, hold on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hold on. So to tie it in, there's a way that seemeth right unto a man. This ties into what we're talking about?
Yes, because women think that. Go ahead. Carmelo got it.
But the end thereof are the ways of death?
Yeah, so she's saying like the way that the women may come in with the mindsets that they have, they think that they know what's good for them. They think that they're doing it the right way. They think that coming in the house and decorating it the way I want to is right to them. But those are some of the things that could cause relationship problems for them with their husbands.
And it's death to the relationship.
But at the end of it, it says
basically at the end of it, she said you're gonna die. You're gonna die.
He gonna break her.
So she'll fold the towels right. She gonna die?
Okay,
she said you don't change the bed sheet, you're gonna die.
Maybe it'll lead her to some kind of sin because of pridefulness, stubbornness.
How many relationships that the sister just do what the hell she want to do and don't conform to her Lord at all that has worked?
Now, she's gonna die.
The relationship. What does the relationship does?
Right.
The relationship dies. Like a sister loves her dog.
Oh, she's not gonna die. The relationship died.
Everything dies. And usually she leaves the truth. Like usually that relationship.
Twice dead.
Now I know why you Barnabas' wife.
Why?
That was a Benji power.
That was a Benji power.
Everything dies. They usually when marriages don't work in Israel, somebody leaves.
Yeah.
And they're no longer keeping the commandments. So what is the end of that?
That's true.
Death.
Yeah.
Let's take the phone call.
Shalom.
Caller, what's your name, question, or comment?
Yes, hi. I have a comment and an offer. My name is Sharawan. I'm calling from the DC school.
What's your question or comment, sis?
No, she said she got an offer.
You got an offer?
Yeah, I do. I want to do a proposal to the bishop or you guys on a marriage docuseries.
On a marriage what?
And a marriage what?
Document.
A docuseries that we would document
Okay.
the marriages from the bishop down.
Why?
Whoa, hold on, sis. What you're saying
And
is
it would be for the teaching and learning.
you want a docuseries, meaning like a reality TV
like
of
a
our
show.
It would. I'm not gonna say a reality show.
What?
That it would be us talking about marriage, and it would be questions that was.
That's what we're doing now, sis.
Well, let her finish. Let her finish.
Okay, all right.
We don't have any visual aids. We don't have any visual aids. That is it. Israel is a visual learning people, so we need visual aids.
Okay,
but
so-
it would be a fundraising tape that would only be sold inside of Israel. You would have to be a member of IUIC.
Okay, hold on 1 second, sis. Hold on. Okay, part of that I like, in the sense that I'm gonna say why I like a part of that. There are successful marriages in Israel, right? Yeah. In the sense, like Jeraham is in. Let's say just use Officer Jeraham for that case. As far back as I can remember, we've never had that part outspoken to everybody.
Right.
A lot of times, hold on, sister. a lot of times we hear about the failed and the tragic marriages.
Right. Yeah.
But we rarely ever hear from the successful marriages.
Right, that's true.
At some point, up to a point, I agree. That should be broadcasted at some point as well, in the sense that, like she mentioned, a visual aid.
Right.
That's something visual. But that does not mean Israel's still going to follow the blueprint. Right. But it is a visual aspect that they can see a successful marriage. Because yes, we have the bishops and the deacons and the captains, so on and so forth, that their marriages are very open and public to everybody. But there's also officers, there's also soldiers with successful marriages that, at some point.
So, Cap, what you're saying is, Cap, is basically we only highlight
not only we don't.
Well, we mainly because of the things that's going on in the body,
the teaching
but
aspect.
there are plenty in IUIC successful marriages.
No,
but
I'm not just speaking on this. I said the bishop down.
Okay, sir. I was just making.
You said the bishops down, so that means
down,
office.
Meaning every office, including it could be some of the people that's very low ranking that they would set on the docuseries and they would describe their
what sisters? They saying the same thing you saying, sis.
Okay,
bro, what are you talking about?
Thank you for your
course, sis.
Because I've mentioned successful marriages of officers and soldiers. Maybe.
That's DC, right? That's DC.
That's DC. Remember the
hey, shout out to DC with the rabbis. Shout out to DC. DC, IUIC, DC.
Yeah, the
rabbis and Rabbonis and stuff.
Nichomaya.
Hey, Rabbi Phineas, shalom.
Then you're supposed to get me a ticket 2 weeks ago.
You still trying to? They shut Africa down, D. You can't go.
D, nah.
I gotta go somewhere.
Hey, you ever seen them spy movies when somebody's running to the airport and then the bad guys at the airport waiting for you? We're gonna be at the gate, D.
Boy. Where you going, Deke?
All right, so let's get into.
Hey, I'm just sitting here. I'm like, what the hell is she talking about? Didn't you just say the same thing she said? I'm like, oh god.
But that's something.
Hey, you can't win sometimes.
That might be something for IUIC TV.
Right.
Something. Damn, sorry, my bad.
All right, we gotta move on. Move on.
Yeah, we'll edit that part out.
Yeah. Hey, matter of fact, go to the debate first. Go to the debate because this right here, this first of all, she's not a sister. She's a heathen. She is empowering some of the sisters that Deacon mentioned, the highly educated.
Well job.
And a lot of these are metropolises are filled with sisters who, I remember we covered something about successful, the largest number of single women are successful Black women.
Right.
A lot of them are single because they are career driven first. Relationship and marriage and stuff is secondary because we as a people have to fight 10 times harder in a corporate setting than Esau does. Yeah. So we have to put in 14 hours. Esau's gone at 5 o'clock, right? But we have to stay longer in order to get that little bit of advancement. So there's a level of pride that builds with sisters, and I can do it by myself.
I did it by myself. Look at me.
Then you hit 35, 40, and you're like, okay.
Cap, what's funny? Good. Like you said, the sisters think I could do it all I could do bad all by myself and all that thing. But going back to what we said about we hardly guess a right.
Yes. Right. Wisdom of Solomon.
So when you think about a sister that has it all, she's college educated, she got the money, she got everything but a man to commit and marry her. What does she need that black man for?
Right.
Bang out.
That's it. That's it. Rod, that's it. So you've been through rod after rod after rod, you're getting your money. You look at the black man as, oh, he's nothing. He can't do nothing for me, but provide me with the one service I can't do for myself.
Right. And that's what a lot of sisters that I knew before I came in the truth, the ones who went to college and had them the bang outs.
Those are the bang outs.
Them the ones, because they feel like they exactly what you say. I got everything I need.
Yeah.
And they start taking on that manly spirit of I'm finna
and he's a nobody.
Right. And you nothing to me but a piece of iron.
Right. Right. So let's because here's the thing, the voting issue is huge right now. So this ties into the times that we're living in right now. Go ahead.
I want to bring the conversation back to the broken criminal justice system that is disproportionately negatively impacting black and brown people all across this country today. Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California.
Stop. By the way, she don't say it, but those are black men.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she's talking about black men that Kamala Harris locked up. Go ahead, play.
And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
Stop. She put in place the cash bail system, meaning you have to have a larger amount of cash in order to bail someone out. You know how he says 10% to bond? No, she pushed for a larger amount. Meanwhile, that's why she said it directly affects black and brown people because they don't have the capital.
Right.
So that means your behind is staying in jail.
Yeah,
you ain't bonding out.
They was saying that out there in California, people was sitting in jail months on $200 because they like, I want the whole 200. You're like, bro, I'm in jail. I want the whole 200. You ain't going nowhere. So they end up in there months, 6 months, a year at a time.
And that's who they just put into office.
Yep.
Damn. Let me tell you something, right? Even if Kidon went, if you go on Google right now, there's a lot of articles. All the newspapers talking about that, how the black women saved the Democratic Party.
Yep.
Yes, it's in the news. They said the black woman said, "We saved the Democratic Party. Don't make us do it again." So, in other words, you see that lady, that sister right there. Well, she's not a sister,
right?
She's actually
Elam, right?
Elam.
Yeah.
You see her? Your guys talking about the black woman hate the black man. You ain't see nothing yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait until Biden drop dead. She become president. Okay. You don't think that's gonna happen? Okay.
But
watch.
This Babylon 2020.
You wanna see black women with power? You ain't see nothing yet. Huh? I think she gonna lock up every black man. Don't be stupid. Hey, remember what Giuliani did in New York?
The frisking.
Stop and frisk.
Remember?
Yeah.
Giuliani was locking black men left and right.
Left and right.
She's going to do the same thing. Watch. I picture her like she's the type of woman who will set up something in the city of Chicago and say, "Hey, I want you to lock up every Negro after a certain month, like watch. I'm telling you.
Low key, or if stuff like, cause I think like say on a presidential level, so you're gonna be looking at nationally, federally, stuff like that. When you start looking at stuff like the riots or whatever the case may be, that can be the president that go, you catch them, they done. And the police go full military gear. We catch you out here in these streets. By order of the president. Ain't no question asked, ain't no local nothing, bro. You're going, fed, you're going.
Go ahead, sis, I'm sorry.
No worries. But the irony of what you're saying about, again, the educated black woman, it's like you're so educated, you're stupid at the same time. It's like you won't do the research. Like you literally going on what they're telling you. Like if you did the research and you looked into the candidates and you looked into their background, you would see they mean you no good.
No.
Like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I was thinking that, after it was over, I wouldn't have to see ads or nothing else, and it's still dragging on. Even though we have a president. But yeah, it's crazy.
If that happened, this going back to in 1860 after the Civil War, when it was something called a Vagrancy Act.
Vagrants, right?
Vagrants Act, where if you was homeless or without a job, you can be put in jail. Now, mind you, that was right after the liberation of the slaves. So who they don't have jobs, they don't have a home ways to say. So it was purpose. They said it was general for everybody, but it was direct attack on the black nation. So that's what you're saying. If she become president, she gonna be similar things, locking brothers up, cash out, and going back what you said. It's gonna be open season.
I was talking to a brother. I was talking to Levi in New York, and he said something I didn't think about. He said, "Listen, there's a big difference between Trump and Biden." He said, a lot of people don't understand. Trump just talk. Biden sign laws
and smile and
smile in your face.
Trump talk. He pat you on the head.
Yes, right. Trump talk, one in his mouth, but Biden will sign things into laws. This is what I wanted. That's the difference.
Deacon, they had a thing said that Biden at one time was the most powerful senator because he was in a position where he was like the speaker. So everything, whatever he wanted to pass or whatever he brought out, he would always have a chance, like the floor by himself, to present anything that he wanted to present. I'm talking about you got Biden for a whole 45 minutes to an hour telling you exactly what he wanted, what this bill is incurred, what's involved in it, what I want to do to push it, and he did that for years. He did it for years.
47 years.
47 years, boy.
We're going to play the rest of the video?
Yeah. Thank you, Congresswoman. Senator Harris, your response.
As the elected Attorney General of California, I did the work of significantly reforming the criminal justice system.
That means locking niggas up.
40 million people, which became a national model for the work that needs to be done. And I am proud of that work. And I am proud of making a decision to not just give fancy speeches or be in a legislative body and give speeches on the floor, but actually doing the work of being in the position to use the power that I had to reform a system that is badly in need of reform. That is why we created initiatives that were about re-entering former offenders and getting them counseling. It is why, and because I know that criminal justice system is so broken, that I am an advocate for what we need to do to not only decriminalize, but legalize marijuana in the United States.
I want to bring Congresswoman Gabbard back in. Your response.
The bottom line is, Senator Harris, when you were in a position to make a difference and an impact in these people's lives, you did not. And worse yet, in the case of those who were on death row, innocent people, you actually blocked evidence from being revealed that would have freed them until you were forced to do so. There is no excuse for that. And the people who suffered under your reign as prosecutor, you owe them an apology.
That's what you want.
That's what you just want.
Apology.
Yep. Cap, go ahead.
No.
All right, let me get a script. Ezekiel 30.
That's what the black woman want.
Is it 38? No, 34. Yeah, give me Ezekiel 34, verse 8.
Ezekiel chapter 34 and verse 8.
Yeah, Ezekiel 34 and 8. Let's go.
As I live, saith the Lord God, surely because my flock became a prey, and my flock became meat for every beast of the field.
Black man, black woman, you are a prey out here. You pray. That's what you got to realize. You voted to be the prey. That's what you voted for. You voted for Biden and Kamala Harris. 2 predators. That's what you voted for. And you was happy to vote for them. Go ahead.
Because there was no shepherd, neither did my...
Because why we pray?
Because there was no shepherd.
Because you hate God's laws. You hate the prophets bringing out God's laws. Right now, we the shepherds. We come out every week. Matter of fact, we out there every damn day now. You know that? We out there every day telling you come back to God's laws. Come back to this is the only protection you got left right here is God's laws. Go ahead.
Neither did my shepherds search for my flock. But the shepherds fed themselves.
You like Al Sharpton. You like Jesse Jackson. You like these articulate thieves. You like Kamala Harris. You like Joe Biden. You like these devils here. Go ahead. These are the people you want to rule over you, not the real leaders. Go ahead.
But the shepherds fed themselves and fed not my flock.
That's why you're gonna get a lot. You're gonna keep going to jail. You're gonna keep going into the system. That's what's gonna happen.
What they said in the video, she said that she would be a prosecutor president. So that means she's gonna be a prosecutor vice president.
Yeah,
that's what she's gonna be.
That's exactly she's gonna be.
But but that's why they're gonna get what they deserve because they rather have, like Cap say, those devils over them than gods. They rather than have the men of gods, the prophets over us. You rather choose your enemy to be over you, so you gonna get what you deserve.
Hey, you know what's
real quick? I want you to put this up on the screen. It's the 3 strikes law.
Yeah, that was Biden.
That was Joe Biden right
that
here.
was Biden.
Go down a little bit. Go down.
My cousin got caught up with that.
Right there, where it says which. No. Well, look at the states that have this 3 strikes law.
It says which state.
Majority of them. Well, once you get to Washington, all of them below that started in when 1994. Go ahead, keep going down. Keep going down. All these states have 3 strike laws. Yeah. Keep going down. Okay, so start reading that. The 3 strikes law.
The 3 strikes law under federal and state laws. In 1994, a federal law was passed to address crime in America. The law, which had a provision implementing the 3 strikes rule, is called the Violent Crime Control and Law Enforcement Act of 1994.
So, any of you who have, what's that sound?
It's outside. It's the fridge.
If any of y'all have any recollection of what 1994 looked like, it was the drug era. And let me tell you something. It's not the violent crime that Esau wanted to stop. Black and brown people were becoming millionaires.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Yep. Esau was not having Negroes with that kind of money.
Right. Drug lords and all
because
that.
Because before that, Esau was in control of cocaine.
Right.
And of heroin, opioids. Right. As soon as Jake, and we're not condoning drug sales, so don't be simple. But it's something hidden. Esau thinks 10 years ahead.
Right.
If they keep making all of this money, they will no longer be dependent on us.
Right.
Esau said we gotta have them keep hating each other and depend on us. Since Willie Lynch, right? Keep reading.
Under the federal law, a person will receive a mandatory life prison sentence without.
Stop.
Mandatory
life sentence. Go ahead.
Under the law, a person will receive a mandatory life prison sentence without the possibility of parole if they have 3 federal convictions for serious violent felonies or crimes relating to drug trafficking.
Relating to what?
Drug trafficking.
So when Giuliani put stop and frisk in place, it wasn't to really stop crime.
No.
It was to fill the quota that was set in place.
We got to get these drug traffickings.
You understand that? Listen, as Trump just made a damn space force. The policing, the military that they have can stop anything from going anywhere if they want to.
If they want.
Remember, there were drug cartel leaders that said the biggest drug dealers is the United States government.
Right. That's the real gangsters.
Those are the real gangsters. So this is put in place, right? You heard Kamala Harris's rebuttal speech. Right. Now play the brother. Play the brother's video. Because this brother is a direct result of the Kamala Harris and Joe Biden regime.
Damn. Been straight for the last 7-8 hours going in here, just going through it, man. You people just really voted.
Excuse me. Stop. Language disclaimer. Okay, if you got kids listening, he does use a little foul language, so language disclaimer, get the kids, cover their ears or something, right? Go ahead.
Years when I was 14 years old.
Go back. Go ahead.
Morning world. Been straight for the last 7-8 hours spending in here, just going through it, man. You people just really voted. The lady that sentenced me to 27 years when I was 14 years old.
Stop.
I don't respect it.
Stop. Damn. He said, y'all just voted for the lady who sentenced me to 27 years when I was 14 years old.
Wow. Young black boy. He's not even a man yet. He's a black boy.
14 years old. Now, he's going to say what he did. And by no means are we condoning what he did. But does the time fit the crime?
Correct me if I'm wrong. As Attorney General of that state that he's under, California, she has to sign off on that.
Yes.
Her signature has to be on that.
Because he said she gave me 27 years.
Right. Play the video.
That man, on the real, that shit been bothering me. It's been fucking with me. So on the real, you people is foolish, man. You people don't know what y'all doing out there. Y'all steady going about what all these celebrities is doing and what some social media is doing and all that. And Donald Trump was the best thing for us right now. Right now, that Harris lady, man, y'all not gonna never see us, man. I'll never see your daddies, your grandpas, your cousins, and all that you ain't seen in the last 20, 30 years. Just look at me. I've been arrested since I was 14 for a robbery, dog. On the real, I'm hurt. I'm torn. I don't know what to do.
He's in his jail cell.
Yeah.
Doing this video. He's going to explain more as it goes on, because for time's sake, we don't want to spend too much time on it. But he makes a point. That's why he just said, when she's in office, you ain't going to never see your daddies and brothers and sons again.
Right.
Because he's going to tell you he's fighting for his freedom to appeal his case. With her in place, you think she's gonna go back and say, "Hey, I messed up for locking him up for 27 years"?
My bad. Right.
No. And if you notice in the debate she had, she said, "I worked hard to legalize marijuana."
Right.
But didn't the 3 strikes we just read say they lock your behind up for drug trafficking?
Yeah.
Y'all listen. Y'all gotta. They are the damn devil the Bible speaks of.
Yeah. Wow.
That's that snake tongue.
And then they like to tell on themselves, right? It's a show called Snow. And in this show, it's about this when crack came out, right? It's set in California back in the 80s. And it's a young black boy. He's brilliant as far as he's in college. And the CIA, some kind of way he gets up with the CIA, but they recruits him and he's like just distributing crack all over. But the CIA guy does a double deal and say, hey, when I'm done with him, I'll give you his whole organization to the DEA. So they showing everything exactly how they funded the
guerrilla wars in Vietnam or something like that.
Through the drug trade. And you can't tell me that's not true. Like they just like to tell on themselves, look, that's why every year it's a slave movie come out just to remind y'all niggas that y'all used to be slaves and this is what we did to y'all. It's a reminder. They like that. They get off on telling on themselves.
There's a series on Amazon Prime called Gangs of London. They showing you who the real gangsters is, because these dudes is in this show, they got the power. They're your corporate owners and your business, your bank's owners. But meanwhile, behind the scenes, they're dealing drugs and heroin. So it ties into.
I remember they got caught up in that with the Iran Contra back in the 80s. They got caught up in that.
And you
Reagan and them.
You gotta it's well known that Miami was built off Amalek built Miami off of straight drug money.
Cap, I'm from Miami.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, born and raised. Trick love the kids. Like, I'm from Miami.
I'm sorry.
Did she say Trick love the kids?
Dick love the kids.
Dick love the kids.
Dick love the kids.
Trick.
I know what song she talking about, but I just remixed it because I'm cool like that.
Of Dade County. Okay. Dade County. My mom was City of Miami Police Department for 28 years.
Hey, you giving all your mama information out?
She did. So.
Oh, okay.
So let me get this straight. I gotta, because I found out you're from Miami too.
Yeah.
And you're from Miami.
I'm from Miami too.
Liberty City.
Okay.
Liberty City.
All right. Finish what you're saying. I gotta make a point.
Well, no, I was gonna say Cap is absolutely correct. My first cousin, our mothers were sisters. He did 25 years to the door, with 3 strikes. So he just got out about 4.5, 5 years ago. Literally, like when I was coming into the truth, he just got out. 25 years. Sheesh. My uncle worked at the docks. He was a longshoreman, and when I tell you millions.
Come through that dock.
Millions, and the most corrupt people on planet Earth were the police. Just being honest, because they had more dope houses and transit houses is what they call them in Florida than anybody, and they was like stealing their drugs and stuff. Like there were many cases where you would go to court and you would have $100,000 and you would have 5 keys, and they was like, no, I had 10 keys and $200,000. Like they was like that.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was a real
that was on
big
Cocaine
deal.
Cowboys.
Yeah,
Have you ever watched Cocaine Cowboys?
So yeah, it was a real big deal.
So I was gonna
Yes, sir.
I knew you were going with that.
What?
Yeah, they
both from Miami.
He being funny.
They both out the poking
He
beans.
being funny.
You want to hear something really ironic? I did not.
Wait,
grow
are
up-
you Judah?
I'm Judah, but I grew up by the projects. I didn't grow up in the project. Like I grew up in
You
a
was
suburban
project
house.
adjacent.
You know, kind of close to it.
Project
I stayed in the
Junction.
suburbs.
Beans is the project.
No, I didn't grow. I didn't stay up. I didn't stay in the Poking Beans. I lived in the house.
You just used to
47
go
10.
over there.
Now, Deacon, you
You
grew
know
up in
what?
Miami.
I couldn't. I had a very strict. They
But
was on
Deacon
my
grew up
bumper
in Little
growing
Haiti.
up. I wanted to do a lot.
You
I
grew up
wanted
in
to
Little
do a
Haiti.
lot.
I grew up in
I did not go to Little Haiti.
You didn't grow up.
But
Deacon is offended.
Who told you I go to
Wait,
Little
hold
Haiti?
on, D. Hold on.
But you went to
Wait.
That's where the only place y'all allowed
Last
to
week,
live.
I'm offended.
Listen,
right now.
last week.
So you know about Sesame
Hold on. Last week I found out some information.
See, I told you
What
you're trying to be funny.
information?
That's not true.
Sister Iona's from Miami. I just found you're from Miami.
Yes, sir.
Sister Iona last week confessed to me that she used to chase Levi home too.
Yes, I was there. I was there.
So she used to oppress that's why y'all don't get along, because she used to oppress the hell out of you, D.
Okay.
Now you just said you're from Miami.
But you want to hear something
Hold
ironic?
on. Were you chasing Levites around too?
No,
she fell in love with him.
No, I can go on record for saying my first little boyfriend, his name was Tony, in the 5th grade, and that's because believe it or not, when they Haitians when they came, like I had 2 friends. One
You used
So it's just Iona.
with just Iona, because he was my friend. This boy named Melvin
It's just this
Kelly
one.
was picking on him, and I beat Melvin up like a couple of days in a row.
But
Was he Levi?
No, I know.
Stop.
Tony
Stop.
was Levi.
Stop.
I was trying to say.
Stop.
Wait, you're traumatizing Deacon. You're traumatizing Deacon, man.
I love Levi.
Look at
Yes,
D-Face.
sir.
Look at D-Face.
Stop.
He
Dick
throwing
no
rocks.
Tony. Look, Dick no Tony.
Stop.
This one.
So Iona, nobody can beat Iona, and you beat up Melvin Kelly.
Yep.
Because he was picking on Tony. He was
no.
picking on Tony, and Tony couldn't even
This
speak
one.
English.
Throwing rocks
And
high.
He was just
Iona
Haitian.
chased Deacon home with 1 shoe.
That
Yo,
is
she
not
chased you home, D.
I knew he was being messy. Just messy.
D, you can't win, man. You
Just
can't win.
messy. Why they messy?
Y'all got jokes.
I don't got nothing
Remember I
to do
called
with
you last week and I asked you what high school you went to?
that. I never met
Remember
Deacon in my
that?
life.
Oh,
That's why I asked you that.
I graduated in Edison.
See, and that's in Little Haiti.
That's a little Haiti.
No.
So wait. So in
I
other
went to
words,
school there, but I didn't leave it.
y'all had different high schools.
Yeah.
So you had your little crew over there to chase D back
To a little Haiti.
With
over the bridge.
With 1 bobo on.
I went to Northwestern, which is
Shut up! I went to Northwestern.
Shut up at the same time.
I went to Jackson.
I think I'm older than you. Shut the front door.
Shut the front
I
door.
came out in 91.
Okay.
Let's go to the article, man.
What
got a phone call.
What cameraman?
We got a phone call. We got a phone call.
Hey, Netromai, give me a ticket too.
Around. Hey, you got the call? Call's ready?
Hello?
Do we got the call ready? Shalom caller, what's your name, question, or comment? Shalom caller.
You know, out of the every radio show in IUIC, we got the worst phone system.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They laughing.
Thank you, Nicholas. We appreciate you.
Are we ready?
They on the phone laughing.
Just turn your radio down, please.
They still watching the show.
Shalom caller, what's your name, question, or comment?
Shalom, Israel. This is Leo in New York. How you brothers and sisters doing?
Hey, how you doing, brother? Shalom.
Did you say?
All right,
did you say Leo?
Yes.
You're not related to the Leo that used to read cards. What's that?
They used to do what?
Cleo.
That's Cleo.
You're not. Oh, you're not related to Cleo. Right?
Leo is Cleo big brother.
No, Leo. Leo.
Oh, all right. Go ahead, brother. How you doing, man?
You got a
great.
question
How
or
you
comment,
guys?
brother? Good. You got a question or comment?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So I just wanted to make a comment about J.P. Morgan had a shipload of cocaine on one of their ships with over $1 billion worth of cocaine on it.
Yeah, I remember
just,
that.
Just to reiterate how, the real criminals are these major corporations and so forth and so on. So that was my comment.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your
Thank
call,
you for your
bro.
comment, brother.
Yeah, I remember when that hit the news, and it just disappeared. Like,
nobody
nobody talked about it. It was like one day they talked about they discovered all this coke on the ship. That was the last I've heard about it.
Right. Nobody gets to claim the coke. JP Morgan don't. I don't know. It's just $30 billion worth of dope. I mean,
So SPLC didn't do a video on it?
No, just leave it on the boat. We'll find something.
No
to do with
BBC
it.
documentary.
Wow.
Hey, Cap, what else you got?
Hey, let's.
It's 11.
20.
What was the other thing again?
The homeless.
Oh, you didn't finish play this? Yeah, it's not finished. Finish play that. Yeah. You want to finish play this?
Now we can move on.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Oh boy.
We love.
Hey, watch this. Hey, go on Google, type the breakdown, vote breakdown by category. Watch this. Do not let these white women fool you. Talking about, I vote for Trump in 2016, but I didn't vote for Trump in 2020. Listen, let me tell you something. 71 million people vote for Donald Trump. I'm going to repeat that again. That's 5 million more than 2016. Donald Trump got the president that with the second most vote in the whole history of the United States. As bad you think Donald Trump was, because all black people say Donald Trump is racist. Yes, is he racist? Yes. But I want to deal with somebody I know who's racist than somebody I know who gonna stab me in the back. I thought they're not racist.
What do you mean?
But what's so funny about this is that the breakdown?
I'm looking at it now.
So 5 million more vote this guy got. I think Biden got 76 or 7 million vote. 76 million vote. And 68% of them is black women.
Crazy.
They saved democracy. Yeah.
Black woman.
And he appreciates your vote so much. The first order of business he's going to have is to handle LGBT issues.
Way to go, guys.
And the black boys and girls that they don't get with that, they're going to murder them in the street. So clap your hands for yourself.
Okay, you got it? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. I think that's it.
Yeah, that shows men, women, white, black, Hispanic, Latino, Asian, college graduates, and no college degrees for both Biden and Trump.
What happened to it?
Y'all putting it back on?
All right, which one you want, Deep? Which side is Biden?
Biden's gonna be the blue.
So is it? It's, I cannot say nothing.
That has percentage. You have the numbers.
Yeah, Biden. I can't wait to see what happens. I hope Biden ruin their life. Like,
Biden's not gonna live long enough to ruin nobody's life. He's gonna be the so-called black woman.
But they have like rules in play for if he unfit to hold the office, he ain't necessarily even got to die. All he got to do is get senile for about for like 4 months.
No. Come January, right after he's sworn in, he's gonna cut the corona. And you never gonna hear from him again.
You finna knock a lot of people off with the Rona, huh? You waiting to see him on a respiratory deathbed.
I can't breathe.
Hey,
tell
Keaton,
my mama I love her.
Keaton, while you get that, go to that last video of the family.
It's like 2 seconds, 2 sentence minimums when you had a Rona. You can't speak but 2 words at a time.
You gonna have to write it down.
I don't know. I've never.
Yeah.
I don't know either. I never have the one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
We met. Yeah, I don't want to.
Over here, we don't have the one over here, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's play this real quick.
We've been homeless for like a while.
Start
It's
from the
still
beginning.
hard.
All right.
Even though we've been homeless for like a while, it's still hard trying to adapt. Sometimes I do cry, or I'll like just sleep the whole day.
Pause it and read it. Go back.
Kaya and her sister Keela are some of America's.
Come on.
Hidden homeless.
We're homeless because
She's reading it. We're homeless because my mom just been struggling
my mom's just been struggling because she's a single parent, and it's really harder than people think.
She could have had an arranged marriage.
Kaya's mom lost her job and couldn't pay rent.
I'm all right.
Since then, they have been sofa surfing with family and friends.
I'm homeless. I'm just not your typical what it looks like to be homeless. I have no home. I can't provide a home for my children right now, so this isn't my house.
I live in a packed bag, and all my stuff is in there. I just keep it packed because at this point, there's no reason to keep unpacking it. That is stressful, but I've gotten used to it, so I guess it's really not anymore.
All 3 of them live in one room.
I have to sleep on the floor, and my sister and my mom sleep on the bed. I don't like living in other houses. I wish we had our own. I couldn't imagine living like this forever, and I don't want to live like this forever.
The family is dependent on food banks.
So today they have bananas, strawberries, pears, lettuce, and sweet potatoes.
But even getting to the food bank is a challenge.
We don't even own the car. We borrowed it from our mom's friend. What makes me the saddest about all this is seeing my mom like this. I try not to show my feelings because I know it'll be overwhelming. I don't think I should have to carry these worries as a kid, but I just choose to. When I can see that my mom feels like that, it makes me feel like that, then I start to not blame it on myself, but feel like I wish I could help, but I can't. So just I feel like I stress myself out even though my mom tells me not to worry.
Stuck in one room, lockdown is taking its toll on Kaya.
Damn.
When I'm trapped, I feel depressed, even though a kid shouldn't be depressed, but I feel like it really makes us depressed. When I feel that way, sometimes I do cry. I feel drained and dark.
Sometimes they go to a friend's house and try to get some space.
When I'm dancing, I feel like I can just let all my emotions out and breathe and don't have to worry about anything else.
In July, lockdown was lifted in Ohio and Kaya's mom found work. I'm sorry, Cap.
I'm excited about being able to start making a little bit of money.
She's doing good. She's doing really good. I just love her.
just kind of nervous and hoping and praying that we don't get shut back down because of this pandemic.
There's way more kids like this is going through the same thing as we are, because sometimes life just happens and things go the wrong way, and maybe you end up losing a job or something and it just doesn't go right. I just want us to be good and in a house, just happy.
Nobody would choose to be poor. Sometimes it may look like that because sometimes people can just give up and accept it, but I don't think nobody would choose to be poor.
It's not going to be easy at all, trying to meet my dreams. I feel like I'm going to have to work very hard and stay focused and be determined so I can get there.
I'll stop. That's the end of it, though. But when you pick this morning, Cap, I didn't understand why you picked this. I don't like watching stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And a lot of time we think that this stuff don't affect our children.
Mm-hmm. Because they didn't ask to be put in that position.
Yes, you got sisters like that in the truth. You're going from house to house to house to house to house with your children. And you don't think that's affected them. It's actually affected them. Mm-hmm. The mother, she said, I'm very. The little girl said, I'm stressed out. I'm not supposed to.
She ain't supposed to be thinking about these kind of things.
No, she ain't. She's a kid.
Right.
She's probably what, 12, 15,
14
years old. She's a kid. She didn't ask for this. And
now, Deacon. Now, let's look at it from like we just said. These children weren't created by themselves. The mama didn't create the children alone. The man's not there. The man made mistakes, and the mama made mistakes. Those arranged marriages looking pretty good right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Now imagine the father and the mother were groomed to be married as one flesh. Imagine that. Now, how would those children? What would be the results of that with these children here now? Instead of now you going on your own lust, you doing your own thing. You're going from house to house, couch surfing with two grown children now. Going to food bank, struggling to get to the food bank. You understand? So we have to get back to God's laws. There's no way around it. We're going to continue in this current condition until we get back.
Because, and also too, to the topic we began with, we talk about arranged marriages, right? Mm-hmm. Arranged marriages would end the single parenting,
right?
Where the sister has to fend for herself. Right. Because I know Bishop brings up the story, and a lot of us, you didn't have much, your wife didn't have much, but when y'all came together, y'all put y'all little pieces together to make something. She brought the potatoes, you brought the chicken, and y'all had
French
a meal.
Fries and chicken,
Exactly.
We good.
Y'all had a meal, but and it just brings back to my memory how this person was like, "Oh, I can't do prearranged marriages." Well, this is the result of doing it on your own
thing. Yes.
That was my point.
I want to say something.
That was my point.
Right. So
Mike.
That's okay. With this situation, right? The mother don't even have family because she's saying she's staying with friends. Where's her father? Where's her mother? Right. So if it was an arranged marriage, say that is our heritage, right? And that's been going on and on and on, and people been arranging marriages and things of that nature. So when they did fall on hard times, guess what? Both families would have
helped them out
because they wouldn't have let them lose their home. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. If it's been a generation where the bloodlines have been matching up and building a nation, that would have never occurred.
And
even if they lost their job.
You know what's funny is that Esau, when their children get married, do you know You know, they have the weddings and all that stuff. But Esau, I know Esau and Elam does this.
Yep, I was right.
The family will gather money together
and
give them like 25 grand as a wedding present.
And sometimes they purchase homes for them.
Yes, so that's usually a down payment for a home, usually. But the like you mentioned, but
not black
your Joe Bidens, your Kamala Harris's, they have destroyed family structures.
Right.
So then there's no working. Like the brother said, in the prison, he says your grandfathers, you ain't never gonna see them again, right? Because whatever appeals they're working on, she's gonna shut it down,
right?
Because she has to admit she's done wrong,
right?
And she's not gonna do that. She locked up 1,700 brothers.
Yeah, you remember Trump was letting them out. Trump was letting a lot of them out a couple of years ago. People who had those absorbed those super high things. He was like, you know, you did so much of time, or you.
And he got a lot of backlash
people,
for that. He got a lot of backlash. A lot of people was mad that he was letting folk out.
But black people don't like that because he's loud and he's boisterous.
You know why black people don't like it, Cap? Because Al Sharpton them and telling them Trump was doing it.
Exactly.
The so-called, like what we read in Ezekiel, the shepherds weren't looking out for the flock. So they wasn't telling the people, no, there are things implemented, money implemented. There's money set aside for black business. There's money set aside for this. He's letting out the brothers, even though they say, okay, Obama made the plan, but Obama didn't never implement it. He never enacted anything. Trump got there, was like, yeah, we're gonna do this. So we started letting out super high charges like drug offenses. Trump started letting them out. Guess what? Nobody
heard about that.
Right, nobody's going. Trump letting y'all brothers out of jail. Trump letting your brother who got 25 years and done did 15, Trump letting him out of jail. The shepherds they not coming out and saying, no, this is what
this
is
man
happening
is
for us.
doing.
This is good for our community. They not saying that, so therefore you go off of
MSNBC, CNN, ABC.
But Cat, the funny part was, you can't say nothing that Trump really said about black people except the Central Park 5. If you really go and look at what he never said nothing like.
But he's a non-politician and he's loud and he's boisterous and he's a racist and he's out in the open. Whereas Biden is he's gonna smile at you. He's gonna lie to you in your face with a smile. He's gonna be passing policies with his buddies behind your back to lock up your daddies and your kinfolk.
Right.
That's what we like. We like being lied to.
Yeah, we do.
We hate reality.
That's what we were talking about earlier, right? So with Trump made it so that the HBCUs have permanent funding. Nobody cares about that. Nobody takes that time and say, he made sure that black colleges are paid for. Okay, yeah, you might have to have a certain amount of white kids go there. It's paid for now. You know what I'm saying? Whereas with the black president made you come back every year to reapply for your fund. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
that's crazy.
I want to go back to, I don't want to mix. You guys mixing the subjects.
Sorry.
Let's go back to the tape.
The homeless.
The homeless thing. You guys maybe forget my thought. This is what we in IUIC try to stop. And we're going to stop it. These homes, no fathers, these homeless women, single sisters with their kids in the street. We should not have that in IUIC. We should not have that in Israel, period. That's why we're trying to tell your sisters, some of you got a big mouth. You drove the men out of the house.
And don't want to admit it.
You don't admit it, and you're going to end up like that. You're going to end up like that. You don't know how to submit. You don't know how to humble yourself. Listen, here you are, you have a man in the house. The brother is working. The brother is taking care of the family. She might sit in her big fat behind, don't do nothing. Bon. But you disrespecting this man. You argue with him. You complain about everything. In reality, he's the one who's taking care of the family. So what I'm saying is, this is the result of for some, because some of your sisters are selfish. You don't even think about the kids. It's about me. It's not about you. You got kids to worry about. This is what in IUIC we telling you, and this is also go for your sisters who want to be wife number 2, wife number 3, wife number 4. This is the result right there. Because a couple of years ago, we met a sister in Atlanta who was teaching. She used to be with GMS.
Yep. I just sent you that video, Cap, this
She
morning.
used to be wife number
3 or 4,
number 3.
one of them.
Wow.
And
that slept on the floor.
The brother make her sleep on the floor, and he have a wife. He have an Edomite wife.
Yes.
Lord have
And
mercy.
he make the Edomite wife sleep in the bed. Yeah.
Damn.
This is-
I'm
and
gonna
those
repost
call
that video.
and they call themselves Israelite.
I'm gonna repost that for y'all.
They call themselves Israelite. This is listen. Y'all guys say we make that up. Hey, will you get the video?
Yeah.
Send the video to Kidon. Y'all guys say we make that up.
But we don't know.
The sister
time
was in our
marker.
camp, and she was telling
From
us.
the beginning.
She was telling us what happened at this camp. So when we in IUIC, we said, hey, the Bible said one wife. That's what the Bible said. That's what we're going to go by. So your sister's like, nah, I would rather have.
We're going through the sister wife thing.
We're going to the sister wife.
So then
Now
it's going to be a collective.
Yeah. Now you got an idiot who a dummy used to be with us. Now he's on social media and I'm talking about, I just got myself another wife.
You mean a traitor that used to be with us?
I'm good. No, brother, you got yourself another hoe. And your wife that been with you for so long and agree to this, she's a dummy. She's an idiot. She's a big dummy. This is what you call a woman with she don't your wife don't love herself.
Low self-esteem.
Self-esteem. Your wife got very low self-esteem. Yes, I'm talking to you, Mark Thomas. You have got very low self-esteem to accept you bringing out a hoe to the house. And it's not even your house.
Damn.
And another man's house.
So he's surfing.
Eating up all his cornflakes.
He couch surfing.
Yep.
Yep. So what that means is,
And stay focused and be determined.
there is a level of depression with his children being in another man's house.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go ahead, you got that little part? I just want that little part.
It's also, go ahead, play it.
You don't know why not? You just left just because of what?
It's two ways to explain, but
Give me a short detail.
I just love the truth.
Hold on, stop. You guys know this Captain Shaman got hair.
He got hair, yeah. I was about to say that.
Dang.
Fully black.
Oh man,
And his beard ain't gray.
For real, I don't like the fake stuff. They were doing too much. Controlling, slavery.
There was slavery in GMS? What, can you give us an example?
Stop. The sister said there's slavery in GMS.
Wow.
Damn. Slavery and GMS.
Go ahead.
You can't give us an example? Did they treat you wrong or your daughter wrong or anything? Were you married to anybody in GMS? You didn't have a husband in GMS?
I had a man. He had other women.
So you had a husband? Yeah. You said he had other women. What nation was those women? You don't know?
Possibly.
Hey, stop. You don't have to pay the rest. But I got a phone call. I think it was a year and a half ago. Yes. I think it was a year and a half ago. A sister called me. She said, I am with another camp. I am wife number 5. Yes. Listen to this. She said, I am wife number 5. She said, I want to leave that camp. I want to leave. I want to come to IUIC. I said, sis, I don't have a problem with you come to IUIC. However, if you come to IUIC, you cannot get another husband for a long, long time. She go, why not? That's not my husband. I said, sis, yes it is. You just say you wife number 5? She tried to convince me she just know IUIC is teaching one wife. I said, sis, you a liar. I said, listen, as a matter of fact, I think IUIC we the only one who's teaching one wife. I said, then she said, because I know she wasn't sincere. You know how I know she wasn't sincere? Because when I said to her, you cannot get married, because if the brother, let's say the brother call us, the brother say, hey, you got my wife. We're gonna have to let you. You have to go. She said, "Oh, no, why not? Why can't I get another husband? He's not really my husband. I don't have no paperwork with him." I said, "Sis, but you agree to be wife number 5.
Yep.
That's your husband. We didn't make that up. You the one who agreed to it, and he was with that dude for 3 years.
You agreed to share STDs.
Yes, for 3 years
with a man and his other sisterhood.
Exactly. So you're not gonna come in IUIC talking about thinking we're gonna allow your brother to come so he can destroy the blood. In other words, she wanna come here so he can destroy your brother. We're not gonna allow that. That ain't gonna happen. Stay you black behind right where you are. Especially after you agree to be this man's wife number 5. So the point is, what you just say about that sister with the homeless, that's the result. And we in IUIC, that's what we try to stop, but your guys hate our guts for trying to stop it.
Do you know what else that video made me think about? For real? Just really having a nation. Because like we read it in the scripture before, and even if it was for tithing or what was at the storehouse of the Lord, the Lord had already set up things in place for that situation. Say something happened where that sister was married and her husband died and she had those 2 kids. Guess what? You could go to the temple, you could go get food, you can go get what you need. The Lord has stuff set up. If something happened to your husband, you could go back to your dad's house and, do these things. And it made me think like, wow, we really don't have a nation. We don't have any of these things set up for tragedy like that. No. Because if you go up the street from here, there's an Elam temple. Right up the street. Anybody ever noticed that they have a big apartment complex in the back of that?
Yeah,
Elam?
Because by the parking lot. Yeah.
Right, because I know one of the Elamites and he goes there, and I asked him, "What's that for?" And I mean, I knew, but I wanted to hear him say it. And it's for when people come here, if they don't have everything they need, they have those units of apartments where you come. You live here, it helps you get situated, it helps you establish a job, it helps you get all of this stuff set up so that you're able to transition from these apartments to something stable. So guess what? You're not couch surfing. They nation already got something set up for them. When you come here, you come to the temple and you like, hey, my gas station is not yet open, but I am hungry. They like go in the back. We got a 2-bedroom unit ready. And I rode past the other day. They drying their clothes and they hang. And I said they have something set up for they people who don't have. And we have nothing. Not all praise to the Most High. Over here, we doing that. We setting up food pantries. We have stuff like that that's beginning to build. And I believe if we had more, we would be the ones saying, hey, let's build a apartment complex. Guess what? You want to live in an apartment complex? Guess what you got to do? You got to work at the school. You got to make sure the stuff around here is maintained. But guess what? When you on your feet and ready to go,
we just pray, Officer Kamala, that one day Most High God bless IUIC with something like that, where we can have not only here in this state of Georgia, but we can have it in every state. Right. Where when we can have things set up, like you said, when our people in need, they can just come in and say, hey, we can have a place. We say, hey, here's the key. You can stay here for as long as you want. Just get yourself together. Right. Get a job. And after that, you move out. Let somebody else come. Stuff like that. And we keep doing that. But at least they have a place where they can, until they get in their feet.
And stabilize.
Exactly. I pray one day Most High God bless or something like that. We're not there yet, but we're working upwards to Most High. We're working towards that. Most High bless us. We're working towards that.
Shout out to the food pantry, keeping everybody fed on them.
Fresh. Again, great box last night.
Coming through.
Okay.
Hey, so now y'all know where the money goes. Since folks is putting financials online and all that stupidness.
But then another thing, Deacon, because I've had 3 situations, 1 in the truth and 2 outside of the truth for different circumstances that have caused me to be displaced. And you can have a job, working, going to work every day, not on drugs, nothing. And stuff can happen. So another good thing, even though we're in the truth, not to get so high-minded, keep relationships with your family. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Sister, can you say that again, please?
Like, keep relationships with your family.
Hold on. Didn't we tell you not to break away and separate from your worldly family? Didn't we tell you that?
Yes. I don't know where people get that from. Did we tell you that? Nobody. I don't know where they get that from because, like, the situations now, I know that I can honestly, because I have come to IUIC for light bills and different things. And you guys have helped me with no problem. But I was able to go to like my family, my sons. Now they remember, when you got my door kicked by DeKalb County and I was displaced. So, since I've been in this truth, I've had situations where I was displaced. Last year, my sons paid for me to go to Tabernacles, rented me a truck, gave me money to spend. This year, same thing. And again, because I was going through that domestic situation, I stayed one entire year with my sons, the 26-year-old and the 21-year-old. And I didn't have to, I cook. They want me to cook. So cook and clean. And then
you put your little bricks in.
I put my bricks in. Yes. But, and even now in the apartment that I'm in, they put me in the apartment because, they couldn't smoke the weed freely. Like, we sick of you. But they put me in an apartment and they paid my rent for the past 5 months. So again, and then my son's in the world.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy you said what you said.
Sister got some sense.
Yes. Let me tell you something. I gotta say this.
Bring it out.
Because I got phone calls about this.
Bring it out.
Your brothers and sisters, IUIC never said, I don't know where you guys got this from.
Their own brain.
We never said turn you back on your family.
Right.
I don't know where you got this from.
How's that letting your light shine deep when you do that?
I don't know. But some of you cut your whole family off.
Some of you just idiots, man.
Yeah, some of you just big dummies. Let me tell you something, right? My mom is not a believer. Okay. I talk to her almost every day. That's my mom. What you want me to say? What you want me to do? Right. She's not a believer, but I still talk to her. So you think I'm going to be like, oh, because you don't believe, I don't want to talk to you no more. Stop it. Stop.
Right.
Stop. What are you talking about? My wicked brother yesterday for Sabbath, he returned I call him Wednesday because my mom called. My mom come and say, hey, my older brother, the one who live in Miami. My mom come and say, hey, I tried to call your brother. The phone, I don't know if his phone cut off, but find out what's going on. So I call him. He didn't pick up. So when he didn't pick up, I know he at work because he cannot talk at his job. So I call my mom back. I say, oh, he probably at work. He returned my call yesterday. Even the Sabbath, I had to answer him because I didn't know what was going on. So I asked. So he said, nah, I was at work, blah, blah, blah. So I said, okay, I'll talk to you later. But he didn't, because I ain't say so that doesn't mean I booked the Sabbath.
That's a good breakdown.
Damn, you can't accept phone calls from somebody at work.
Yeah. So because he's in the world, this is the Sabbath, I'm not going to talk to him because he's in the world. Stop it. Stop.
Yeah, that's what BBC said.
I just told his sister that the other day. I said, sis, if you work in an office, the white man building, this is not your office. Right. The white man give you a desk. If the white man come inside that office, put a Christmas tree, you got no business tell the white man take the Christmas tree out. I said, by you sitting there, this is your job. So because the white man put a Christmas tree in your office, you work in the law. I said, what the hell have to do with you? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with us? I said, that had nothing to do with you. I said, as a matter of fact, he can put that damn thing in the desk. That's not my desk. That's not my desk.
So I put my earphones on.
He just happened. He said, hey, Deacon, he's a computer. My job is to every day come work on that computer. Whatever you want to put in that desk, that's not my desk. You know where my desk is? My desk is at my house.
Right.
That desk in my house, that's mine.
That's what you bought.
Yes, that's what I bought with my money. That's not your desk. You're not going to tell the white man, do not put Christmas tree on top of my desk. That's not your desk. That's the white man desk. He give you a job, just do your job, go home.
That's it.
I don't understand our people.
And you bring a level of uncomfortableness to his kingdom.
Yeah.
And now you got to go.
Now you got to get
so
fired.
the choice is you think he's gonna live in discomfort opposed to letting you go and bringing somebody to replace you that's gonna be okay with what he's doing.
Gonna bring him a present. Look what I got you, boss.
And you got some of our people losing job after job. I'm like, you guys are a bunch of idiots. When you gonna? The scripture say use wisdom. When you gonna start using wisdom?
Yeah.
But Luke 16:9 tell you to do that. But it tell you at the end, for when you fail, it tell you make friends with these people. Yeah. When you fail, they're gonna be the ones that receive you into
exactly.
There's I think it was like maybe a year or two ago. I don't know what camp he's with, but the brother in the video, they did like a live and he had on fringes. He I guess conducted himself so well with his job. It was a bunch of Edomites. I guess he worked at like a dealership or something, a car dealership. And he walked to work every day. He walked
I remember that.
He worked a few miles. He was never late. He always stayed extra, went the extra mile, right?
they all these are mostly Edomites.
Right,
they
right,
all
right.
rallied together and bought him a car.
Yeah. Right.
So you have to be conducting yourself in a certain
way
way
for them to do that.
For them to even say, you know what, he works hard, he's respectful on the job.
Yeah.
He's not calling me the devil.
Exactly.
Right. Let's do this for him.
Cap, that go into when a man ways please the Lord.
Yes.
He gonna make his
Makes
enemies to
enemies
be
at
at
peace.
peace.
Yes.
Right.
Guess what? Conducting yourself and knowing how to move around, and guess what? It's pleasing to the Lord.
Yes.
He says use wisdom.
Yes.
Then that's pleasing to the Lord.
Dummies.
I don't know about that people.
It's a hard thing for you. That's a hard
I don't
thing
know
for
what's
you.
wrong with that people.
Israel make everything so difficult.
Yeah.
You know, the law, the Bible gives you what to do. He's not gonna tell you exactly how to do it to your circumstance, but you look at it, you say, what would be wise in this circumstance?
Exactly.
Let me call him the devil.
Exactly. So, your family member don't tell you to break. As long as they don't tell you to break the law, what is your problem?
Right. And that's how I felt. Like
You
want
wanna
to
be right?
They get it. Like they
That's
see
right.
I'm committed. They see like I want to cook. Okay, well I'm in your apartment. I'm gonna cook for the men. I'm gonna make sure I leave enough for everybody here. I'm gonna clean up my mess. And they see. So hopefully, I'm winning them because they see, well, damn, she's sticking to it. Like, okay, she really do wear her fringes. She really do wear her dress. Like, and I'm winning them over. Like,
Exactly. Sis, you know what? When me and Laba went to visit my mom, right? Let's say I call and say, hey, I'm going to come to see you. She said, hey, you want me to cook? I say, okay. So you know what she did? She left all the stuff she cooked to show us to prove that there's no pork in it. Because she said, oh, I know how you guys are. She said, this is what I put in it, this is what I put in it, blah, blah. Because she said, I already know you guys. She said, I know you guys don't eat no pork, I know you guys don't eat no shrimp, so I'm gonna make sure.
So you didn't walk in like, Mama, you the devil, because I know you got some pork in that pot.
No.
Hey.
Indeed.
No.
I mean, I don't even when I first came into the truth, before I actually had the privilege to fellowship in the building, they saw me with the videos. I was showing different things and they saw me. And then I just backed off. So now I just let them watch me. Like I might see something that pertains. I send a video every now and again. When I'm not in Facebook jail, I share stuff. And if they see it, they receive it, all praises. But I don't even mess with them no more. Again, I'm just walking my little walk. And my son, I called.
Oh yeah,
my
your
son
son talked to me. He talked to me when he came. I appreciate you, girl.
Yeah, and they know I love you guys. And I'm and I tell them about, the different men and different things. But I called them, hey, they didn't pay me my check or whatever. Can you give me a couple of dollars? I just need about $20 for gas. My son brought me $60. I was yes. So I'm like, okay, that's
Came up.
Right.
In other words, sis, what you're saying is they're not keeping you from keeping Musa laws.
And they see you guys everywhere. Like they'll see different people and they'll talk. I'm Sister Nyoma's son. Da, 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 da. So again, I'm swaying them around. They even see me talking to their dad.
It's a
who I
Levi
didn't
son.
talk
Her
to
son
for 5
Levi.
years.
And
So they see it.
You know what, too? Some of you burn bridges so bad that your family may even have questions about the truth. But because of how you are, they won't ask.
Because of your example, they don't want to do nothing, have nothing to do with the Bible.
Cap, when I first came in the truth, and I tried to show my mama, and I was that, you not getting it. And I ain't talked to my mama for probably a year, close to a year. And then as I got more, experience, I was like, Mom, I was wrong in how I approached you, X, Y, Z. So she was like, I thought you rejected me. I said, no, the scripture said at the second admonishment, reject. I said, I wasn't rejecting you. I thought I was doing this. Long story short, now my mom, she don't keep no commandments like that, but guess what? She'll go, man, all praise to the Most High. I'll be like, what you talking? In my head, and I went to Savannah and she told my auntie, she was like, oh, it's Saturday. He not gonna come over there, and he not gonna. They're like, well, we cooked, telling he could come eat. She said he not gonna eat that. It got this and he's not gonna eat that.
So she knows where you stand.
She knows where I am, and she left and moved back to Savannah like a week ago. She left from up here and moved, and she called me the other day and she sent me like $400. She's like, because you don't ask for nothing, you've been nice, here's some money, and I know y'all.
So you would think Alicia's balling.
You
She
see
got
that thing?
60. She got 60. You got 400.
Look, she sold her house. She was like, I got some racks. I'm finna spend some money. And she was like, I know you fixing your house. I was like, yeah. She was like,
Okay, all praise.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you use wisdom. This is for you dummies out there.
Yeah, stop being dumb.
Stop being dumb.
Dummies, stop being dumb.
Yes.
Don't be dummies
Dumb,
your whole
dumb.
life.
Your whole life, not your whole life.
My daddy say, hey, here come the bank account. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna say, oh no, I don't want the bank account because you the devil.
I don't take your money. I don't want no devil money.
And by the way,
sinner.
especially your single sisters with kids, man. Stop being stupid. If your mom try to help you, let her help you.
Yeah.
The
If
Lord
your
said
father
to
try
help
to
you.
help you, let them help you. Stop being a dummy.
There was a situation where the mother was gonna help the sister, and by babysitting her daughter, right, for free.
I got you.
I got you. That's my granddaughter. I'm gonna help you. You ain't keeping the commandments. I'm gonna find a babysitter.
Wow.
So wait. Mama's is not trying to put your daughter in pants, not trying to teach her Christmas because she knows where you stand. Just like you just went over. Instead of letting grandma watch your daughter, you can now save that $150, $170 a week.
More than that.
To because she was staying with the grandmother. They were living there. She got upset about something grandma said, moved her and her daughter out somewhere uncertain of where they're gonna really be, and said, you can't watch my daughter anymore. I'm gonna find a babysitter. Like, what is wrong with you?
You know, Cap. Can I add something to what you just said?
I mean,
if you move in with your mom, you're single sister with kid, you move in with your mom. First of all, that's not your house.
For real.
I want to make it clear. That's not your place. If your mom decide to get up on the side of the cook, shut the hell up.
So you just don't eat it.
Right.
You stay in your room or
keep
leave.
the laws. Do what you gotta do. Stop. Do not tell your mom, oh mommy, you cannot do this, and then you got mad. You move out. That's not your house. Stop. That's not your house. All praise to Mosai. She allow you to move in with her because you're going through some hard time. Stop being so simple. Some of you simple as hell.
Simple as hell.
Stop being so simple. Do what you gotta do. Thanksgiving come in, you don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Do not tell the woman in her own house not to celebrate. Listen,
Just leave the house.
Take your daughter, go to a sister house, spend some time.
Right.
After, later on that night, you come back. Because you don't want to be part of it. But don't not tell people what to do inside their own house. Yeah. Just tell Mosai, all praise to Mosai, thank you, Lord, that you touched my mom to allow me and my kids to stay here until I get on my feet. But some of you stop being stupid. I'm sick and tired of, bro, you know how many phone calls I got about this thing?
And stop. And that's why we usually open the school for like Wicked Thanksgiving, Wicked Christmas, and have something for brothers and sisters to come to the school and do, because we know how it is. Some of y'all live with y'all with unrepentant family. Yeah. So in order not to be tempted and be around that, listen, I'm gonna go to school with brothers and sisters and enjoy their company. You see what I'm saying?
Right. We're gonna do that this Thursday. This Thanksgiving. Yeah. We're gonna open the school. Your guys come in. And we suggest all the school open. Yeah. You guys come in. Yeah. If you guys want a place to get away, come in the school and chill out with us.
Y'all could have spades tournaments. Do whatever. Because it's not a high holy day.
Yeah.
Right. It's Esau's wicked day.
It's just a day to get away from it.
Just we open the school, get away from the family, so you don't have to tempt it without that Thanksgiving crap.
Especially some of the younger congregation members. You got a lot of young brothers that's 20, 21, still live with their parents. Young sisters still live with their parents, but they come to the school. Guess what? That's a place for them to come where the family's not pressuring them. Why you not eating? Because it's one thing. Your parents will know where you stand. But now you got uncles in town.
They don't know.
Auntie in town.
Now you got to try to explain
and every one of them
everybody.
is going to be coming to you. What you into? We ain't raised you like that.
And they're going to mock. They're going to mock. That brother's going to feel discouraged to keep the commandments.
Yeah, so all you IUIC schools, make sure y'all have something going on these wicked holidays, especially the Christmases, when family get together, the Christmases, Thanksgiving, the New Year's, all of that stuff.
We're gonna open the school. Go ahead, make the last thing. I'm just say one more thing, then we're gonna shut down because it's 12.
And something that you could do for your family, right? You know, in the world, people did Christmas cards and things. Why not on Hanukkah or Feast of Dedication or something of that nature? You take a picture of your family, put Happy Hanukkah, Happy Feast of Dedication, Happy Tabernacles, and send them that. Let them know that you are celebrating. Yes, you celebrating the real holy days and things of that nature. It's funny because y'all talking about that. When my brothers call me and things, it's so weird to hear them saying shalom on the phone. You know, and they because that's how the girls talk to them. Shalom, uncle, da 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 da. It's just funny to hear that, but that means I hear it too.
That's
it's Willie.
Then because when you let your light shine, your family start gleaming little things. My brother called me and be like, I seen your brothers, because he lives in Tampa and he works in Ybor City. So Orlando used to go and teach right at night in Tampa, and he'd be like, I seen your brothers. I said, when you gonna go up there and talk to them like that? He was like, nah. I was like, no, just tell them that you Ayana's sister. And he was like, they don't know you. I said, trust me. You know.
My name ring bells in these streets, son.
But I'm just saying, but he sees the purple shirts and he'll call and be, I mean, every time they go, he'll be like, I seen your brothers. And that's what he called y'all, my brothers. He was like, I know they having a meeting, because he came up one time when the last time we had Passover in Orlando. He drove all the way because he wanted to see his nephews and nieces, and he said, I see your brothers, they over there talking about taking over the world. I said, we sure are. I mean, that's their little thing. You know, they be like joking, they plotting to take over. I said, we sure are. When you want to come? You know, but he want to be a whore. He like,
all praise. Hey, before we go though, I do want to make something clear. Your sisters, if you're going to leave your kids with your parents, just make sure they know where you stand. In other words, they know that not to give the kids pork, not to, just make sure, or to make it better, bring the food for the kids yourself.
Right. It's just that simple.
Yes, bring the food. What?
I said it's just that simple.
Yeah,
bring
just that simple.
Bring the change of clothes.
Yeah, bring the change of clothes. Bring the food, because some of you worry, she might feed my kids pork. No, just bring the food. Just cook the food and make sure you bring and say, Mom, this is the food, this is lunch, this is dinner, I'm going to work, I'll be back this time. You don't have to cook for her. I already got everything. That's so simple.
And if the child asks the granny, hey, what's that on your plate? And it's some pork, don't feed the kid the pork. you gotta put that out there.
Some pork sausage. You want piece?
Oh, you want piece of pork sausage? Here you go, baby.
Yeah, but if you teaching your kids, they'll be like, no, we don't eat that.
Right. You know? Because I remember Bishop was telling a story. Bishop was telling us a story about that. How he has his older kids. He had to tell them, hey, keep eyes on grandma so you don't feed them pork. Their little ones pork.
But even my granddaughter, and I know we got to go, her mom, of course, is not in the truth. And I've been keeping her since my son is incarcerated. Again, I buy her dresses. So she got dresses to wear. But her mom got respect. Like, she know when she bring her over, she's wearing dresses. I might see her on the internet and she might have pants on. But when she bring her to me, she got on dresses. If her mom don't have on a skirt, she's standing at the door. Like, she know what it is, and she got respect for it, and I get to get the baby, and it's okay. So again, you got to be respectful.
Are you calling her all kind of wicked?
No. Now when she do little stuff, like she was playing some music, I was like, listen, you got to be mindful of little mama, because I have her around sisters and stuff, and she's like, I know. But again, I don't force nothing on her to keep that door open, because she saw me coming to the truth. You know what I'm saying? So she saw she saw the change. Like, she know, like, the one with the broom. So she get it. So again.
Hey, some of these kids go to grandma and tell grandma, you're wicked. Grandma, you gotta take the pants off. Grandma, you're not supposed to wear no pants, grandma. Yeah. Some of these kids do that.
My kids.
Yes. Some of them say, hey, grandpa, why you cutting your beard? Why you shaving your beard, grandpa? The Bible said that's evil, grandpa.
But guess what? That cut harder than you saying.
Right.
Yes. That thing cut my mama hard, boy. I was like, ooh, you leaking on the floor.
But even when you deal with people in the world, like the barber cut one of my boys' hair by mistake, because they had 3 different barbers, and trying to look out for him because he didn't want to get his hair cut. He put a line in his hair. So I didn't say nothing, while everything was going on. I waited till after, and I was like, hey, listen, I don't know if you noticed, but if you ever see somebody with fringes, we don't cut into our hair. And I showed them in the Bible. He was like, okay, well, I'm sorry. I said, no, I know you did it out of love, looking out because he was upset about getting his hair cut. So it's not a problem, and we gonna come back. I just want to let you know.
Don't do that no more.
Don't do it no
Yeah,
more.
that's it. That's
Right.
it.
Again, nobody.
You see how you do it? Some people like, don't do that to my son no more. Come on.
Make a whole show.
Yeah, make a whole show. You see that? That's called wisdom. We gotta go.
All right, all praises, brothers. Get a Lord a hand for that class, man. Get a Lord a hand for that show. That's
classic
right.
PSR right
I
there.
know y'all learned something this week.
That was classic patient saint.
Yeah, that was a classic PSR. Anyway, brothers and sisters, we have a school here in Riverdale, Georgia, 691, Highway 138 in Riverdale. Come down, come learn, come get with these brothers, come get with these sisters. We got online classes 3 times a day, 7 days a week for absolutely free at IUIC Classrooms on Facebook and Israel United in Christ on Periscope. We also have donate. You could donate to the body via PayPal at iuic.atlanta@israelunite.org. For the Booster Club, you could donate via PayPal at iuic.fundraising@israelunite.org.
We want to thank the blood. This is the man behind the scene you guys cannot see that's make this possible. Officer Elisha, Officer Kidan, Officer Zedenai, Officer Nichomai, Officer Adino, Officer Kenenai, Officer Zakar, Soldier Mahalalil, Soldier Matthias. Every time I say Zakar, these people will laugh.
Zakar,
Soldier
funny man.
Nehemiah. Thank you. Of course, your brothers and sisters at home, I love you. We love you because we could not done this without you. We read your comments. That's why you see I keep picking my phone because I'm reading your comments. I'm going back and forth on Facebook and YouTube because I like reading the comments, see exactly what you guys say. Because a lot of time when you guys, believe it or not, sometimes I go by what you guys said and I just add to it.
Right.
So that's why I see I keep picking up my phone. So we love you guys. Thank you for laughing at common like corny jokes. Hey, somebody said, welcome. Hey, I just read a comment. Somebody said, that brother Kamalai, man, he's got a lot of comments and he's just a nutcase, but he's really smart.
He just look crazy.
Yeah, he look crazy, but he's really smart. The sisters that provide breakfast for us. Sister Bazia from the house of Soldier Joseph.
Joseph, yeah.
So Joseph and Sister
Samara. I don't know why they got it wrote like
that. Is Sister Samara still single?
Yes, she is.
Yeah. She says Samara still single,
yeah,
brothers.
we gonna work on that.
She's 40.
I believe about 47. About 47.
That's a nice sister right there.
Yeah, very nice sister. Lovely sister. Absolutely.
Lovely sister. All right, Israel, we love you. Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
Our people have no idea what the truth is. That's why we're out here, to give you the truth. Psalms chapter 119, verse 142. Read. Psalms chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness,